Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us. And happy Friday. Happy Halloween. Happy final day of October. November around the corner here. We're so excited to have you with us tonight for 3 hours live from Los Angeles. This is a very exciting show. We are continuing what we actually gave you a little jump start on last night. We started our Halloween sale a little bit early, and we are continuing that tonight, where you are going to take an extra $100 off everything you shop for. That includes your requests, anything you'd like to see, brand new items, everything in our inventory that's still available is going to be here for you at an extra $100 off. That is, of course, on top of the Halloween discounts I get to give you. Best part about Halloween, we got treats for adults here, and we're really excited about that because, you know, you and me, we like candy. That's fine. That's all fine and well. But if you like me, I'll take jewelry any day of the week. So we've got some very special pieces on the way for you tonight. Now, I've already had some requests. We've got those at the ready. Whenever you're ready to see your request, let me know. Now, there's also going to be some brand new, as I mentioned. One in particular that I want to tell you about right off the bat. This is such an important piece. This is our yellow diamond. We did a bangle with huge yellow diamonds not so long ago. This is actually going to be that link style. So it gives you that true tennis bracelet feel. How about this? Almost 7 carats of natural yellow diamonds for you. That is pretty exciting. We don't see that very often. Speaking of yellow diamonds, we'll also see a couple of really good pear shapes around a beautiful Tanzanite. That is here as well. There is a wonder ring that I've had requests for. We're going to bring back the heart-shaped yellow diamond for you as well. That actually is really special. And then we even have a return of our DBTY. It's our diamonds by the yard. It's going to be one of our more affordable versions of it, where you're getting a carat in diamonds in that solid gold we love. So very important. Now, I brought out a lot of, it's a relative term, but a lot of Tanzanites for tonight, given that the coloring we've got some autumnal colors to start with, some Tanzanite a little bit later, which is going to give you our Tanzanite purples, reds, and blues that we love. Also some great wheels, and we've got some very special pieces marked heavily, because again, really marking them down for you so you can get all those big values you're craving. And there's even a couple returning favorites here, not just our DBTY, but also some very luxury earrings. The hoops that we have that we do that are very much in line with that 77-point bestseller diamond bracelet. You know, the one with the big diamonds that are burnished into it. We have the matching hoops for you tonight, as well as there is something new for aquamarine lovers. So it's an exciting night to be with us. I hope you can stay with us throughout the evening. I realize it is a busy night, so if you can have us nearby, let me tell you, I'm an aggressive shopper. I'm a shopper. A professional shopper and a true professional shopper does not miss out on the values when the opportunities present themselves. So even if you might be a little more sidetracked tonight, you know what to do. Have us on any whatever device. It's going to be easy for you to keep in touch with what's going on here tonight, because we got one of a kinds that are going to be wowing everybody. So it's going to be an exciting night for sure. Plus you got that $100 off, which wraps up in a few hours. So we're really excited about that too. Plus I do want to mention there's that multiple colored sapphire design. We've been seeing these designer pieces with all these different sapphires and earrings lately. I do have a new pair here tonight that actually can serve as your drops or your crawlers as well. Not creepy crawlers, just crawlers. So we're excited about all of the really big deals we've got. Let's take a look at how we're going to start the show with something that feels like well suited for the occasion here in our Madeira Citrines, and it's going to be 2 fancy cuts to choose from. Figured we start you off with a couple great looks in really those juicy, bright, and highest end in the citrine, which are our Madeiras, and it's really all we dive into around here. So again, happy Halloween, everybody. Glad you're with us, and so excited to have your company tonight. Always love to be with you on the holidays, and it's a fun one. So we've got 9534 is going to be one of your options. We actually have, it's 2 different varieties here, so I'm going to make it really simple. On the, if we're talking about fancy cuts, and they both are, and then you've got great diamond weight as well, what we're going to do is bring you the 22-point version here. This is going to be 22 points in diamonds around your 4 carat 35, or are they reversed, honestly? Who knows? 22 points, and let's just give you some great details here. I mean, there's a split shank versus where you get almost a striped look here, and we're going to do the same price. So there's going to be a, let's first talk about, shall we start? Let's start here, actually. That's going to be item number 112.9534. So that'll be the 359 with 15 points in diamonds, all pave. If you go over here, you're going to get that really luxury style where it's also a fancy cut. Looks a little bit more like an emerald cut meets a cushion, not as maybe unusual and unique as the left side, also giving some very deep reds coming through as well, but that's going to be our 435. So it's item number 9616 over here. Larger stone, larger diamond weight, 4 carats 35 on the right side with the 22 points in the diamonds. Both stay in yellow. We're going to do, let's see, you like freebies? We've got free shipping, free sizing. We've got no tax outside of California. We've got all the big discounts where I'm giving you a discount, you take an extra. It is an extra $100 off. The price you see on the air will not be the price you pay, and there's no final sale attached to it, so that you can get these basically below cost pricing for yourself, and yet you still get that opportunity to decide once you get it at home whether it's the perfect piece for you, because I never want you to keep anything that's not making you so overjoyed. So we've got the 4 carat 35 on the right with 22 points in diamonds, so that would be what you're seeing there on the right side. Deeper color, great big saturation, and here's how we roll. Either way, I thought we'd start with these great colors, feel very fresh for the moment, but of course, a color that works year round. It is also, just being hours away from November as we are, I thought we'd kick off with some November birthstones, because that's also what you're seeing here are a couple great ways to get November birthstones as we see traditionally. So citrine, but of the highest degree. Yellow gold is how they stay. Supposed to be 30, well, this one's $38.88 and this one's $34.99. Originally, we've got the sale pricing here tonight so that you can save a bundle and get all the greatest values, of course, what you're used to seeing around here. Those great values, those impeccable deals, and yes, all these one-of-a-kinds for you as well. So let's get them out the door. Either way, your choice of. This is going to be why you want to dial in quickly. We only have one of each, and they are $999 a ring. So a very, very special opportunity, plus that extra $100 off makes it $899 as well. So you've got a better value, and then let us know what requests you have. We would love to make it. I mean, listen, if I had my way, we would have all 3 hours jam-packed with requests. I don't know if that's the reality, if that's going to be possible, but we would love to have every single person watching give us a quick call and let us know what you'd like to see, because we can really raid the inventory. It's going to be all about the vaults are open. Everything is seller melted. If it doesn't move tonight, if anything goes on the air and doesn't go out to somebody's home, well, then it gets melted down. Simple as that. And then we can also, again, bring you more values going forward and combat the gold pricing and the increases in that gold market value as accordingly. But this is where you get some last chance opportunities where you've got the huge sale discount as well. So $899 either way. Now, remember when we brought on Wednesday night, I had a couple new pearl pieces that had a touch of whimsy to them. We had our puppy dog and our kitty cat, both of which found amazing homes. Well, we're going to show you. I've got something that feels a little bit like a little under the sea action for you as well. And guys, we're going to be without a light all night tonight probably. So we were last night too. So it's okay. We're used to it at this point. But look at this. This is my new pearl, and that is, first of all, that's a natural pearl, and yet the shape was really the inspiration behind the design, which you can see they added some 18 karat gold accents to give it that beautiful fish. And so really kind of a cool piece. So something, you know, if you like the ocean and love to have the sea life coming into your life, we've got that beautiful idea. All right, so let's move on from our citrines, and we will, one of the things we have had in recent months, here and there, we've just dabbled with this stone, but when it's been here, it has been quick to go, and that has a lot to do with the discounts that you're going to see. Here is our, okay, this is rare as can be because normally they don't look this good, and it's a real true, think wine, burgundy, merlot, that kind of color that you're going to see here in what is our cat's eye scapolite. So when I've had a couple of these cat's eye scapolites, they've been very, very quick to go of late. So we're pretty excited to have this for you here, because this is going to be another one of those great affordable options for you, where it's got a big round stone. Of course, this is a phenomenal gem, so it's got that cat's eye chatoyancy. Cat's eye chatoyancy, they're the same thing. They're interchangeable terms. You just decide which you like. But this is where you get, and I've said this before, I'll say it again, as someone who likes to coordinate every last detail of an ensemble, an outfit, an event. I mean, I love a good theme. If you are somebody who prides yourself in having a jewelry piece for every occasion, think about getting the scapolite, because this color is bringing a burgundy color that we would not normally see in gems. I mean, there's something about the pinks and the reds. Yes, we see those quite frequently, but not usually in this rich burgundy tone that you're seeing here. So it makes it a little more unique, and definitely is going to add something to the collection that you probably don't already have. So I'm loving that as well, and we're going to bring it to you at a great value. This is our 638. The ad number is going to be 6503, but there is only one, and it's going to be mighty affordables for you so as well. So keep in mind, take a look at it and come on in on the early side. Remember how important that is to be early on the phone lines around here, because we've only got, again, one of a kinds for the most part. I might have a couple of exceptions, but in 3 hours and hundreds of items, a couple of exceptions is certainly the minority. So we're going to see a lot of great one-of-a-kinds, this one included. That's our 6 carat 38 in the cat's eye scapolite. And of course, usually you don't get this color. They tend to be a little more brown. Now, anything you're seeing, that's actually what you're seeing with the bright lights that we have. So I just turned it back on and it's buzzing, but that's probably not a good sign. But anyway, you see the chatoyancy, but what you're seeing throughout the stone, that's part of what's making this phenomenal happen, is the fact that you've got this special look, teeny tiny little microscopic inclusions that actually when the light hits it are able to create that chatoyant effect that you're seeing. So that's very special as well. So you've got the solid gold. Actually on this one, yeah, you can change the golds. So rose gold or white gold would be your options here if you are not a super fan of the yellow gold, although I think it looks lovely the way it is too. But you've got an choice there. Then the diamonds are going to be your 13 points around it, kind of giving it that double prong, a little bit of pavé. Within those diamonds, they're different sizes as well. And then you even have some milgrain on the outside. But what this is going to be is incredibly affordable. And let's not forget as we shop that the gold that we're looking at here is near $4,100 an ounce and going higher. And it will. And I said it to you months ago and nobody believed me. And everyone said, how could it go higher than 3,000? And then it went to 3,500 and y'all said, yeah, right, it's not going higher than 35. And then it went to 4,000. Y'all said, is it going higher than that? The answers are all most likely yes. That's what all the experts who study this for a living are saying. So this is where, again, let me remind you, we made this back in the day. This was several years ago. So when you're getting a value that we are discounting from the original price, there is not much more that can be said on a gold value than what we're doing right here and now. So come on in. It is our big scapolite. Of course, it's a rare stone as well, which we do love. And this is going to be how we make it happen for you. So it's exceptional. Let's go ahead and send it on out. This is only $999. It's an exceptional value, and yet it can be in any gold you want, and that's how you get a cat's eye scapolite. When I've had them recently, they've been quick to go because I think a lot of us have either never heard of it, now we're seeing it, adding a new and really unusual stone to our collection, but also that ability to get something that doesn't have a color that most gemstones do, and also has a phenomenal effect. So it's doing something extraordinary, and extraordinary it is. What's more extraordinary? Is it the stone or is it the price tag? $9.99 turns it into $8.99. And so give us a call if you're thinking about any of our citrines. Hey, Melody, happy Halloween to you. Hi, Risa. Risa, if you'd like to see your wondering, just say the word, let me know. And then, hey, everybody, glad you're with us. This is an exciting, exciting night, and we know it's a busy one, and we're just so glad we get to spend it together. Maybe we'll just, Tony, we can just, if you'll save me a lot of steps so I can stay here and do what I need to do, because, again, my job is to somehow move jewelry. So what I'll do is just have you iris up a little bit in lieu of our light that's out, and then I won't have to go back and forth across the set a million times tonight. That'll help me out a little bit because, quite frankly, I'd love to do it, but my legs are really sore. Yeah, I mean, I'm training for a competition, so I'm really, yeah, I'm working extra hard. So there's light. I'm not getting around like I should be. So I'm going to save myself walking over there to turn on the lights, and we'll just iris up. All right, so that's a fabulous piece. $8.99 if you'd like it, and then we will go ahead. Otherwise, I just relish the idea of putting in a couple extra miles while I do my my job, which is this really, is it a job? I don't know. Selling jewelry cheap? I don't know. It's a loose term. You got this one? All right, that's gone. Congratulations. And then let's show you what is really fabulous in an aqua, and this is emerald cut, and of course we're gonna have some earrings later. I'm gonna put it this way actually because I always feel like the diamond should be up top, and this goes around halfway around here. We've got item number 1125816, and do we iris up a lot or just a little? I feel like we're going to need a little more. But anyway, this is what we have here for you. This beautiful look, and I'll refocus our camera so we can see 5816. It's going to be a fabulous emerald cut aqua. This is our carat 60, 22 points in diamonds as well. And we're very excited to have this for you. There is, again, cat's eye scapolite gone, but our citrines are both here from earlier, and everything goes. It's just, you know, early on in the show, a lot of people are just arriving. So especially on a Friday night, took me about 3 hours to get here, so I know that it's busy out there, at least on the West Coast, at this time of day on a Friday. Listen, Fridays are always that way, but you add Halloween and everything else going on. People are trying to get around. So here we go. This is a carat 60 in our emerald cut. Isn't that stunning? It's a beautiful blue. We'll have earrings to match later. And this is a one-of-a-kind, stays in yellow. So 22 points in diamonds. Kind of creative how it's got that bigger, bolder style, but then halfway done in diamonds. It's like the halfway halo. But don't worry, you're still getting that platform of gold going all the rest of the way around, plus down the sides, gives it a little bolder type of look here. And we will will go ahead and send it on out. So it's going to be our one and only, and stays in yellow. And how about that? $38.99 piece. We're going a lot lower. This is Sierra Santa Maria, so we're getting into a much rarer variety than you typically see in aquas. Most of those stones out there that are really light, really pale, not what you're going to find around these parts. We really dive into exclusively that Sierra Santa Maria. It is no longer mining, by the way. So if you're thinking, oh, it's no problem, I can go somewhere else and go get one even if I'm ready to spend more money. No, you cannot. They're really, at this point, kind of limited to auction houses, some of the more vintage or estate pieces that you might see out and about, and then you'll see them right here with us. That's a Brazilian mine material. That is where the ground there in Brazil, that part of the earth, actually really excelled in creating an exceptional variety of blue beryl. So instead of being that really light, pale, colorless tone, it's going to be that more, think of like a sky blue, but even brighter, really rich, really saturated, and also it's a huge value. Take a look at this one. It's going out quickly here. No doubt everything will with this sale event. Remember, you got still money back guarantee despite all these below cost prices, and I'll make it $999 on this one, and then we will send it on out. And do let me know who's got which of the Madeira citrines that we started the show with, because those are going to find their way out. And then here's our big aqua, that emerald cut. And for an emerald cut, I say this all the time, but it's true. I love emerald cuts. It's my favorite. And I'll tell you right now, to have an emerald cut be that saturated is very telling. That's even really kind of an additional feather in its cap here. So it's not just about great saturated material to begin with. Here it is on the hand. But to get the emerald cut that still shows you all that saturation level like you see, that's really impressive as well. So that'll be $8.99. You can see what that one looks like. And I'm sorry, our color's going to be so off today, as it was last night. I'm sorry about that, guys. I don't know what I can do to get these lights to work, but I don't know. But I'm going to have to hire an engineer and get them out here and take a look at it. But this is where, again, I know, because lighting's really valuable to jewelry. And so again, I hope that you can, take what you know from watching for hopefully years past and realize that is a really strong aqua and great color. Okay, so we will have also some really fancy cutting in some blue topaz for you, and also those multicolored sapphire earrings, which I know have been very popular of late. And we have a new design. They're all a little bit different, and yet this one may be the most versatile of all. Let me flash them here. This is our multicolored sapphire look. This is actually, it could be an ear crawler, meaning they go up the ear. Like, let's say you wanted the look of, I don't know, 3, 6, 9 different piercings. And let me tell you, as someone who has 9 piercings in one ear, it's a lot of maintenance, and it's a lot of money to buy 9 separate earrings all the time. And it's also time consuming to put them all on, take them all off. So what if you get that look, because this can go up the ear. That's what ear crawler implies. They can literally go up the ear, or they can extend down. There are 2 ways to wear this style. And you could really position them, because there's, instead of a post closure, it's more like, think of like a shepherd's hook, but really exaggerated and a lot longer. And then you have all these really stunning, they're tapered baguettes. I was thinking, are they emerald cuts, or wait a minute, are they? In my mind I'm looking at them, and sometimes they look tapered and sometimes they look like true baguettes. Hard to tell. They're all going to be fancy cuts, and then they mirror image each other, so exactly the same match here. But we're going to be talking about 1120998, and this is all 18 karat gold. This designer only works in 18 karat solid gold. Appreciate that, especially for an earring. Then you've got all these different colors. Really does bring you a gorgeous variety of really every color, and you can see the blues are always going to be where the actual shepherd's hook begins. But because I wouldn't say top or bottom, because this is really depending on how you put them on. I'll explain. It's going to be our 2 karat 69 of baguettes, and then you have 45 points in diamonds, because big diamond for every single one of those sapphires, just dotting the line here and really giving you this look. Now, a couple ways to wear them. How do you even explain this? Well, let me show you what we can do here, because, and here's what I would also recommend if you are, now this is a really long type of shepherd's hook, so it's the entire length of the earring itself. So you don't need to worry about it working its way out. But if you would like to, and again, this is something that's gold, it's malleable, so if you want to then wear it up and like flip this up, and I'll show you what I mean, because first I'm going to take the one that's going to flare in towards the face, which is this one. I'm going to show you the length if you're just to wear it vertically, because that's how a lot of people might do it. You're thinking, I'm a traditionalist, I just want this gorgeous colorway, I want that drop. Keep in mind there's only 1 pair here, and they are 1.25 inches top to bottom length. Now, I'm going to show you one on. You just thread this right through. We've all seen a shepherd's hook. So you're going to thread that right through your piercing. and you're going to wear it at that longer length. But if you want to, what you can do, and I'll show you a couple of ways here, but this is so fabulous. And again, when we've had designs like this that have had multicolored sapphires, they are very, very popular. Here's what they look like from a distance away. So all I did was put the shepherd's hook through, and then I'm going to go ahead and close it a little bit and pinch it together. Let me see if I can do this on the fly for you. And just so it's, that way you don't see the backing. Now, if you wanted to, what you could do is flip them around, and then you could literally have, let's say, the other style go all the way. Let me see if I can hold it with my tweezers to give you a better look here. So you can imagine if you wanted to put it on this way and then have that, let me see, this is going to be a little challenging to hold here this way, but if you wanted to wear it like this and you wanted to put that in the ear piercing there that you would do, and then flip it, just turn it, and then because this is all going to be something that's flexible in the back, you can pinch it closed to keep it where you want to keep it. Does that make sense? So you can have it going up the ear and then it'll stay, or you can have it draping down. So two ways to wear it. If you go up, it's like an ear crawler look. So we'll go back to the wheel here and I'll show you what they look like up close, but there is only one pair. So many different ways to wear one gorgeous earring, and all those colors from the blues to the pinks to the hotter pinky purples into the padparashas, goldens, yellows, and then the greens, multiple shades thereof as well. So that's really pretty. And then the big diamonds also. Huge value. I know we usually see these for a lot more money, and they can be like $4,000, $5,000 a pair. And you can see why. 18 karat gold and a lot of it, 1.25 inch plus in drop. You've got that beautiful fancy cutting to each and every sapphire. The fact that they're all matched along the way so that they mirror image each other. I mean, everything about it. A left and a right design. So it's two separate castings that bring this together. All of that is special. And then you figure, I'm loaning them out under cost. Yes, I am. They are no longer $49.99 here. We have one pair. They stay in the yellow gold. And by the way, who's getting that aqua emerald cut? Let me know who's got what from the show as we proceed through our 3 hours together and get you all the greatest values. Plus, there will be some weekend, just a preview of what's coming up. Some of our great items this weekend that are brand new for you, including something that matches a ring that has been very popular here in the past. So we'll see that too. But one collar on the earrings. Every single pair I've had like it has sold. If you are not on the phone lines and you like what you're looking at, you got to call now. Go to it now. Hop to those phones. This is a night when you want to have the bucket of candy, or the whatever you use, the bowl, the pail, the bucket, whatever it is, and the phone in the other. And however you're watching on in the background, because this is where you want to be dialed in. It would not be wrong to just sit with an operator all night long and just have them as your personal shopper ready to go, because there is no way anything of these values, especially with that extra $100 off, is going to stick around. No way. Take a look at this. This is going to be even better than even $49.39 or $29.99. They're not 19. This is going to be a very, very, very quick presentation as far as the price tag goes. And you got to call, and sapphires being September's birthstone, the diamonds also mixed in there with it, yellow gold. Remember that upgrade of 18K we love, and I will blow them out right now. They're under $1,500, and you get almost 3 carats of sapphires that look like that. Pretty extraordinary, and you don't have to pay 15, 14. It is before your extra $100 off. There's only one pair. We're going to make them $1,399, and that is it. So 13, well, not really, because you take an extra 100, so it'll be $12.99 at checkout. Even better. So a really special opportunity, and $13.99 turns into so much better. So let me know if you like that pair of earrings. And again, 2 ways to wear it, and no extra piercings required, because when that goes up the ear and you just, again, push that back, basically push that backing so that it keeps it taut, it'll keep that earring going upright. It's going to fight gravity a bit, and it can actually do that by literally being that kind of pinching the background of the gold. And what that does is it keeps it going up the ear as well. So it's just a really on-trend look. It's going to be a really stunning style, and that way it gives you, certainly you never need to use it that way if you don't want to, but if you're looking for a way to give yourself 2 looks in one, that's how you do it. Up the ear, down, straight on down, with that little curve going either flaring in towards the face or out, either way you want to go. So $13.99. Let's get to our blue topaz. It's another fabulous, fancier cut. This is also new. We have not seen this before, and let me know who's got those for $12.99. They should be long gone. And again, there's that elongated shepherd's hook so that you can wear it multiple ways, ear crawler up the ear or straight on down. Here comes the radiant cut, 9617. Wow, this is stunning. A bright Swiss blue. the zigzag mounting that is perfectly tailored to that cutting, because the radiant cutting and all the scissor facets within it are basically what we're highlighting here in 9617. Let me know on those sapphire earrings. $13.99 turns into $12. Want to make sure you get those. And then here we are with something very important. Swiss blue, of course, being the December birthstone, one of many. There are many birthstones that have been associated with the month of December, including topaz being the main one, all the blues. Also, you look at Tanzanite has been added, turquoise has been added, there's a zircon, a blue zircon has been added. So you guys in December have a lot of options, but this is really the tried and true traditional, and it's going to be 112.9617. It's our 486 in a radiant. And look at this. This is the way the band is replicating what's happening in the faceting. You've got a zigzag of mirror finished gold, and you've got a zigzag of diamonds that are interlocking together. And then this beautiful bright, think like zircon, think about that blue zircon, that kind of electric blue we love. That's what you're getting here, but out of a topaz, still very wearable. All those things. We're going to blow it out right now. Huge value. Wait to see how big this is though on the hand, because it's got a nice big gem presence. The diamond weight is 12 points. And we've got another big value on the way when it is solid gold. And that's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to do right now, is bring solid gold at a level like this. Here's what it looks like on. Don't forget, you're going to get a sneak peek of that exceptional diamond bracelet that we're bringing out. Look at that diamond bracelet that I have. That's all yellow diamonds, by the way. And you see the size of those pear shapes. Remember when we did the fabulous marquise cut in the bangle? Well, there are pear shapes that look fabulous as well. So that's going to be coming up tonight, but here's our blue topaz. Radiant cut, zigzagging style. Love that look. Let's blow it out for you. It's under $1,000, a superstar value, and something we don't see all the time is the Swiss blue variety of the topaz. So you get a great chance to pick that up, and we'll blow it out right now for only, you know what, I was going to do $9.99. Let's take it a step lower and make it $888 plus an extra $100 off, so $788 at checkout if you would like to treat yourself. And I think we all should tonight, don't you think? It is a special night. It's a special, fun, fabulous holiday. So we get to all really get whatever it is you enjoy. That's what you should pick up tonight. And we're giving you that wonderful, wonderful reason to do that with the extra savings we're offering here as well. So that's a good one. And we do have a couple moonstones. I brought out some of the moonstones that we've been loving lately, those bright, gorgeous colors of moonstone that we just can't get enough of. I've got one in yellow and one in white gold. So some options there, but $788 in solid gold for that stunning Swiss blue. All right, coming up, let's get to it. Oh, Tanzanite drops are here, and a Tanzanite pendant, and also purple diamonds in earrings. Not the heart-shaped drops, they're still here too. But I did bring out, because I figure there's always somebody who loves a heart and always somebody says, oh, I'd rather have some other shape. Look at those purple diamond earrings we have. Those are the pear-shaped purples. In also a halo of pink and white, so you can knock two of the rarest colors of diamonds off your list in one fabulous earring. How deluxe is that? So that's a beautiful style, and that's going to be coming up a little bit later. I'll get you those purple diamonds, or if anything sounds good, like I said, requests are welcome. Use that phone number at the bottom of your screen so we can help you out. Look at this moonstone, though. This is my favorite, and you can see why we chose yellow gold for it, because it has a lot more of that golden base. In a lot of the stones, they tend to be the cooler colors, a lot of blues, turquoises, and purples, and a little bit of green. This is really where you're seeing every color. You still got the purple and the blue and the turquoise and the green, but you're seeing also a more golden base color to it. So that's really attractive. And that's why we chose the yellow gold for item number 112-9446. And that is a stunning, stunning cushion cut square, but really extra faceting, because that's part of the trick here. These are gorgeous stones and have a lot more color than a typical moonstone gives. My mom was just joking today. She should have named me Moonstone. I'm not sure what that's. We'll get into that later. We're talking about really fun names and how, you know, maybe it would have been fun to have like a gemstone related name. But I got a basic name. That's okay. We can always change that later. But this is our 388. It's a beautiful color tone, because most of the moonstones just give you a little bit of that kind of pearly, kind of like a little glow. Usually it's a little blue purple. They're also usually cabochon cut, which simply means that kind of rough dome cut. It's a little different here in that you're getting, and part of the way this is really looking so incredible is because it is a fancy facet. So just how we would cut a really important diamond or a really important tanzanite or ruby or sapphire, you name it. That's not usually a traditional facet style. So that's part of why you've got the great quality moonstone, but part of why it's so lively with color is because of that extra faceting instead of that being just that dome cabochon. So that makes a big difference there. And we see here the 3 carat 88 in the yellow gold, a fabulous look, and it's our 388 with 54 points in diamonds. And interesting the way they did these diamonds. It's a halo, but they did add a couple extra, they look like strategic little dots or texture of gold, but it's actually the prongs too. But the prongs are actually, love a good practical meets aesthetical, because you've got the practicality of, yes, they're shared prongs setting those bigger diamonds, but it's also giving a little bit of beaded texture to the outside of your halo. So it's really a great combination. And it's going to be our 54 points in diamonds. You're saving a bundle. We got $100 off everything you asked for. Look at the colors though. Every subtle movement. Never do you have an angle where it's producing one color or two. It's all the colors all the time. And here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh, what a thrill this is. Look at that color. Isn't that special? So we've got a really good look here. You can see how it's just going to tend also, it can kind of be a chameleon of sorts, and they can pick up some of the colors that's around it or that you're wearing. But that is the fancy facet pattern. You can see how it's just bright. Look at that. Suddenly it's like changing color, but you don't have to change your light source. We've got more golden colors, bright yellows, then the purples, the reds, the pinks, the greens, all glowing on through from our ethereal moonstone. And it's one only. There's a new drop in the price here. They have been flying. The only other moonstone I have tonight is in white gold. This one's in yellow. So if you know you're a yellow gold lover, you probably want to pick this one up, and it's so outstanding. And I do like this one for all the variety of colors it gives. Let's go ahead and blow it out. It's supposed to be $59.99. We'll take it a lot lower than that and send it out for just, I want to take it under $3, and not $29.99 either, but instead going even lower than that for you. We'll make it $2,699. Again, I got carte blanche to do all the discounting tonight for our big Halloween party. So it is a sales spectacular and spooktacular, and we're ready to help you out and own all those fabulous pieces. And the only ones that need to be scared are the ownership here at TVON that are watching the money just fly out the door, because it's just loss, loss, loss after loss. So $26.99 turns into $25.99. Our moonstone. Hey, Kathy, we've got your request coming up. It is the lion's pendant that actually matches the stud earring we had last night. So I take it Kathy was watching our big Thursday night show and said, I saw some gorgeous earrings. I'd like a pendant to match. We've got it. Amazing. We've got the lion's head style with that. It's so designer. I don't like to name names, but we have a big designer who does mostly fashion jewelry. We're doing it in solid 14 karat gold with that bigger diamond on display. Okay, so this is really, and I love this because it goes with everything. There's so many of you that reach out and say, listen, I really want to have one of every gem. I want to have one of every color. I want to experience one of every type of gemstone. You know, you could just probably save yourself a bundle by just getting this one stone, because it covers all the ground there. It covers all these different colors and shimmers beautifully, and it's also very clean. Because a lot of moonstone doesn't have inclusions per se, but kind of a haze or a fogginess to them. They have that more vitreous luster typically. That stone you see is just, you can read every facet. You can see every facet individually gleaming. All right, so $89.63 is next. Take a look. Here you go, Kathy. We've got, and there were a couple of you that were able to pick up the lion's head earrings. We had exact match here in the pendant, same scale, same size, same big diamond there. It's our 6-pointer that matches. It's basically the earring, but with a bail. So it's going to be the perfect match if you picked up the earrings last night. And if you didn't, we might have a pair, so you might want to check on availability there. But this is a really cool style, and it's got even the same finishing as we saw in the earrings as well. So that's important to keep in mind. And then here we are with that big diamond, a VS stone, a 6-point round brilliant. I'm going to show you the details from a distance as well. We've got the 14 karat yellow gold. I'm going to show it to you on the hand here as well. That's what it looks like from a distance. And then we'll show you here the kind of length that it gives as well. That's a really important style. So 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. I'll show it on the neckline coming up next. But as I was pointing out, there's a lot of great whimsical designers that, you know, do great things in different designs. However, a lot of them are tough to read from a distance away, and that's what you don't have here, is that really hard to read. It's basically going to show, because of the texturing details, you've got the texture of the mane around the edge. You've got that really, it's almost like it's bare finish, but it's almost like it's a hammered texture to create a lot of the details you see in the actual facial features. And then you've got that bigger diamond. So we'll go back up close, take another good look at it, make it very, very affordable as well. That's what we got to do. And we will send it on out. Oh, under $1,000, you better believe it. And a lot of gold here because you see the way that's finished. It's really like having two pendants in one because you have one front, one back there that really brings it together. And then, of course, that bigger diamond, that VS sparkler that we love so much. And you're going to get this huge value. Solid yellow gold only. So just like we like to see here with gold being where it's at, a lot of people gravitate towards the yellow these days. Makes perfect sense why. And let's go ahead and send it out. The regal, the royal, the really important, powerful. This is the king of the jungle, yes, but it's also carries with it, what do we talk about? Pride, the pride of the lion, the kind of confidence, really just about, there's so many things that I think of my Leo mom who is we were talking about zodiacs the other day because I believe very strongly in the power of zodiac traits and how right on they can be. And really the Leo, just a very proud person, a very confident person, a natural leader like the lion is, a very appropriate symbol for my Leos out there. So what a way to wear that, whether it's a charm among other pendants that you wear, whether you even put it on a hoop earring. If you wanted to, you could actually have it facing out and thread it onto a hoop. There's so many ways you can wear pendants, but we're going to do it better than $9.99. As I said, we're going under $1,000. We'll make it a lot easier than that. It won't be $888 or $777 or even $699. Talk about affordability. This is it, and we will take it down. Excuse me, I'm sorry about that. Could feel that was going to happen, and I'm sorry. Dealing with some crazy allergies. But here's what I'll do. We'll make it $5.99 instead on our lion. So that's going to be only $5.99, but really $499 at checkout. So I hope that helps out our lion lovers out there. It's a beauty, isn't it? And then we've got another moonstone to take a look at. Please get requests in, just like Kathy did. She was kind enough to say, I'm wondering if we have a match to the earrings we had yesterday. Did she pick up the earrings yesterday too, by the way? Or does she need to see them? Because if not, we could always bring them back out. I think we do have a pair left from yesterday if you want to see them again, because they were the literal match. Just imagine this lion's head with the same big diamond with a post in the back. Same finishing, everything's just, instead of a bail, you've got a post in the back. And it was a really good size, like a larger stud earring. So that is also still hanging out here if you'd like. And then shall we show you the purple diamonds? They're incredible purple and pink diamonds. That's purple and pinks together. Also have a really big Tanzanite opportunity for my emerald cut lovers. We've got the Wonder Ring is here as well. Looking forward to that. So lots and lots to get to. And the Wonder Ring wasn't supposed to be here. It just was requested. So a nice piece that we'll try to fit into the mix here. And then we've got also that big yellow diamond bracelet. Don't be too hesitant on that yellow diamond bracelet. It's 1 in a million. It's something out of all these years of creating jewelry we've never had before. Quite a style like this in a true all the way around tennis bracelet, and there is only one. So something to think about. All right, let's move on to, and here's another look at that moonstone. Then we do have a new yellow diamond as well. We had a big one last night in a radiant. We've got a really good one tonight that's actually in an oval. So talk about a big look. It's already a big carat weight, but it's going to get you an even bigger visual. So that's what those ovals do so well in the oval diamonds and really oval stones across the board. So there we are with our moonstone, $26.99. That's still got to go. I kind of rushed it along to get that lion's head in request, but we've got still aqua and some Madeiras and anything else you'd like to see. Requests are so welcome. They're not only welcome, they're really needed, because that's really with the sale event wrapping up in a couple hours. We want to make sure that you get those requests in. Okay, so here we are, $26.99. You got about 2 hours and 20 minutes to get your extra 100 off, and that goes to anything we've seen, including pieces that are affordable, like that $5.99 piece. That $5.99 lion's head, that is crazy, because it's really only $499 to get that. So it's a great way to try it, or maybe even get two. If you do want to put them on that thin hoop that you want to have like charms or something like that, or a great gift idea for those ladies out there that have a lot of pride and confidence. And let's show you. This is my bigger aqua. So we already saw one emerald cut aqua tonight. We're going to see one that actually feels like it weighs, it's like feeling a brick. It is so heavy. And I pick up hundreds of pieces of jewelry, try them on every day. There is always, I like to point out when it kind of stuns me to the weight, when you wear a lot of jewelry, pick up a lot of jewelry, and work with a lot of jewelry all day, every day, and one just wows you, I like to point that out because obviously gram weights are something I could give you all day, but it's not going to be accurate once you get it at home because your ring size is probably going to be different than where it is right now. So if I give you a gram weight, it's only going to apply to whatever ring size it happens to be sitting in as we present it to you now. So instead, we hold off on that. We say we're going to give you free sizing so you have it ready to wear. It saves you a ton of money, saves you a lot of time and aggravation because, you know, has anybody gone like to that jewelry store you maybe frequented years ago, and you look and they're not even there anymore? That's what I've been seeing a lot of. The same guy I used to use for my watch repairs and for sizing watches and things and a little quick, you know, jewelry repair here and there. He's gone, you know, he's just, they're all, the retail world is changing rapidly. So again, there's that additional time, but it's also expense. It's expense if you find that store that, okay, well, there's my guy who does my sizing. Great. I'm going to have it sized up or down a couple sizes. That is very costly to do these days. So I love that we're doing all that for you. For those of you that are new, isn't that nice that we're the only ones that do that? And we're not just saying pick a size 5 through 10 or pick a full size at 5, 6, 7, 8. It's actually your exact size because you know there's a big difference between a 5 and a 6 or a 6 and a 7. There's all those quarter, half, and 3/4 sizes that we're able to really fine tune to make sure it's the perfect fit for you. So that's another, just something I really enjoy about what we do is, you know, it's all about that luxury through and through, getting you every last additional amenity and every last bonus. So here's one that's heavy in platinum. It's item number 1127114, already a huge stone. Then you add this bigger platinum style around it. That is a big platinum platform is what I would call it. And then it's 1177 of one of our biggest aquamarines. And with that said, bright old color. Then you've got diamonds lining up on either side. Diamond weight is 20 points. Huge value, big ribbed. Oh, look at this on the sides. Let's give you a really good look at the side here. So you can see that each and every diamond basically stems from its own individual row of gold or row of platinum here. So you've got that on either side. This is an incredible stone. We've got the great color, and this is, again, we're doing this show without a light here. So when you see color like that and you realize how very saturated it is, think of what it would look like if you had actually like full lighting. That is really telling you something. It is a beautiful, bright, I mean, this may even be darker than the 1 carat 60 we had on the show earlier tonight. Here's what it looks like on the hand, and this one, it feels amazing. If you don't like heavy jewelry though, let me warn you, this is gonna be too big for a lot of people. If you're saying, oh no, I'm so weak, I can't possibly, I'm too tiny to support a big ring, I can't possibly have a weighty piece, then please stay away from this one. It is the heaviest ring I've had on in years here. It is so, there's a density to platinum anyways, but you've got the big size of it. We're gonna do better than even the $99.99 goes out of here. Look at that, best of the best aquamarine, great color. That's why we have it in this designer style with that big wide band meeting up with, really it's like a double beveled edge all the way around it. What if we did like half of that at 49 or even better? Something even better for you, because that's what we're all about. And again, you're used to values every single day. So how do we make it more special? How do we celebrate a big holiday together? How do we show you how much we love and appreciate your company and you being here and spending a little time with us on a busy Friday night holiday? This is how we do it. We bring you these incredible values. We send it out. We're going to do better than $39.99. So just again, all those price tags, and we're just giving you savings after savings after savings. They just get better and better and better. And that's what we're about. And then of course, when all is said and done up here with me, I'm going to give you that $100 off at checkout. So you get that as well. But it's not even 39 or 38. 37, 30, you know what guys, blow it out. Make it $36.99 and we send it on out of here. And then it will be $35.99 instead. And so a major, major value, only one there. And let's see who's got it. And then yay, a parade of requests are coming out. We are loving that. So get those requests in. Let me know what you'd like to see. Barbara, she says, bring out the diamonds. She likes something long and luxurious and very, very lengthy in diamonds. We got you covered, Barbara. We got some threader earrings. We've got the pendant as well that are downright fabulous. So we'll see those coming up. All right, aquamarine, moving on. Here we go, Barbara. This is for you. It's 1110437. I get excited, I don't know about you guys, but I get excited hearing 111. The second I see a 111 number, I know is old, 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 old. And I'm not one for old jewelry. I don't really like old clothes, old jewelry. I'm not really into old stuff typically. But I will say, I don't do a lot of vintage. I don't do a lot of used or anything like that. But I do love an old gold price because it's new jewelry. That's the thing. We're not selling old, antique, used pieces that have been worn by a lot of other people. we're giving you an old gold price. That's why I love seeing a 111 number. It's like let that be your guide here. When you see a 111 number, you know you're in for a great value. And then of course I'm up here discounting everything for our night together here, so we can put everything on sale and give you $100 off. So even better. But let's take a look at this. It's our drop style, because that's going to be what I call a stiletto. Listen, stilettos are very fabulous. You know, like stiletto carries with it, like there is not a stiletto out there that's not sexy. They're sexy for the way they make us look and the way they elongate the leg line, and yet they're not always comfy. But I'll tell you, I wear them anyways, and I'll be 90 years old one day, if, you know, God willing, and I'll still be in stiletto. I mean, and I'll look like a freak. Everyone will be like, what in the world, that old lady, but I'll tell you what, I mean, if it's something that, again, is going to give that appeal, that kind of look, I'm all for it. And I'm willing to go through any uncomfortable, you know, factors to have that look. But when you're talking about a stiletto style jewelry, it does a lot of the same things for the neckline. It's elongating as well. It's just really comfortable and really easy. And yet this can be dressy or casual. And then we've got a great threader earring that's really meant to go with it. This is 34 points in diamonds though. You've got 1 3/4 inches top to bottom. I will show it to you from all the different angles. We also have white, yellow, or rose gold available. So just the white gold here, but I also do want to show you that every single one, see how it's got that little serpentine effect? It's all going to be individually hinged between those baskets. We've got this gorgeous length you're going to see here, and I like that it doesn't get too long. I think once you get into these, I love a style like this, and naturally over the years I've bought styles like this that I find I never wear very often when they're 3 inches, 4 inches, because you really have to have a certain deeply cut neckline to show it off. Otherwise, who's seeing it? And that's not something, you know, that we're going to wear every single day. But this style, being 1 3/4 inches, you got plenty of room. And with a basic V-neck, like even if you put on your favorite cotton t-shirt that's got the scoop neck or the V-neck, this can still work. It's not like you need that deep plunging gown that, you know, makes it look like you're supposed to be walking the red carpet. That's not necessary here with this length. It's the long length that we want to create that look and effect, but it's not going to be overly lengthy to where you're never going to wear it. You know, that's the thing. And there's no smart investment into something you're not going to wear. So let me show it to you on. You saw the measurement at 1 3/4 inches, but let me show it to you from a distance away. And so you can see what it looks like against a color, against a skin tone. Either way, the diamonds start a little bit smaller and then they just get a little bigger. So you've got that great idea. And we're going to show you a really good way to get it. And then we've got the matching threader earrings that are rarely here. But wait till you see what we're going to do with that price tag. Either way, you got really the whole set opportunity because they're each so affordable. This is under $1,000 as well, and that's not easy to do. And then again, that old gold price and that old manufacturing item number, that's going to really set us back a ways from what we could ever make it for today. It's not $9, it's not $8, it's not $7.99, and we're still taking $100 off. So this is savings on top of savings, and you will not spend even $777. Let's go even lower and truly blow them out right now for just, let's make it $699, and that'll be $599 instead. Yes. Swiss Blue. All right, our Swiss Blue from earlier. And again, every piece will go. It happens every single weeknight, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Those are the weeknights we're here with you. It happens every single. Sometimes it's an early start to our show. And so, again, things go as the night wears on. All the pieces that stick around from the first couple of minutes end up going a little bit later. So you guys get the first dibs. And there is our fabulous pendant. So that's going to be that stiletto style. Now we're going to match it up in diamonds, give you a look here. And don't forget about those sapphires, all that long length and the sapphire earrings. Now these are fun, and I'm going to show them to you. Actually, they're harder to see when they're kind of dangling on their own with tweezers, so I'm going to show them from a distance away on a card just so you can see a couple of things. This is a threader, and I'm going to show you a couple things. There's a threader design we do that does not look the same. So I just want to remind you, and this one flipped. So let me show you right here so you can see what they look like. There are diamonds that really mimic what we just saw in the pendant, which is 437. And then we've got something in diamond drops here with 1110371. So another 111 item number alert. Good news there. It's going to be very affordable. But you have these great diamonds. They're going to be 5 stones per earring. They're at the base. This is a threader so you can adjust them. And no matter what, they're very easy to put on because this is a standard post. Why is your post going down and not straight out? Well, because that's what you're going to use to thread it through the piercing. Otherwise, have you ever tried to thread just pure chain through your piercing? Trust me, it's not going to go well. You're going to need all kinds of help and contraptions, and it's never going to work. So we put that smooth, sleek post, and then that can be adjusted. So you can see we've gone for kind of an even length here, but but you don't have to do that. You could wear them at different lengths. You can actually, you know, change up the style a little bit just based on, you know, how you want to wear them. And you see how they'll actually just kind of move a little bit. You can have sometimes your diamonds showing through the back, sometimes from the front. And that's really the idea and the design here. So we've got easy to wear, but because you can have that front back, it looks like a double-sided earring. It's a great look. The length really varies depending on how you want to wear them. But if they're more even like this, there's going to be, I just dropped my ruler, so let me go get that. And then we'll show that pendant that matches it. We'll give you kind of an idea here of what they can be lengthwise. Or not, we can just stay here and show you it right there. So here's a general idea of the length. And again, this is our one, yeah. Thank you. The moonstone's also gone from earlier as well. But you can see here, if we're just going kind of halfway, they're about 2 inches, but you can tailor them to what you like. And you'll always have a little in the back as well. So it looks like that double-sided trend we're seeing a lot, where you see an earring that looks like it's coming from the back and an earring from the front. So you've got two essentially layers to your jewelry. So we're going to do the threaders. It's going to be item number 112 or 1110-371. Once again, it's our 21-point diamond earrings, and they're going to have just the diamonds at the base, and then you can adjust the length as you want to. But they're going to be white, yellow, or rose gold, and they're only $5.99. So $4.99 for the threader style. And these, I like that they have adjustability. We do another version that has a little hook here at the top. It's got a little shepherd's hook design, and that way you can't adjust them because that's what's going to stay in your ear. So you can never play with the length. Are they going to work their way out? Absolutely not. That's why we did that extra long chain. So you've got the longer chain, which is about 2.5 inches. If the way it's setting up now, you can always go shorter in the front, longer in the back, or vice versa. So however you like to do it. But $5.99 turns into $4.99, and they go beautifully with this pendant. So let me grab the pendant here, show you together what they look like, and you can choose whether you want to get one or both to go complement each other. Either way you'd like to do it, but that's the way you get longer, lengthy diamonds. There's the pendant, there are the earrings, and they are, again, pendant's only going to be $6.99, earrings are only $5.99, and they're available to anybody who'd like them. And you're seeing white gold on the pendant, yellow gold in the earrings, so you can mix or match, or just go all with your favorite gold color. All right, back to, I'm going to go to our last moonstone. We have a pear shape here as well, since the cushion cut's now gone. Let me show you the last one of the evening here. It's our pear shape in white gold. I promised one in white gold, and this one has, that's what I told you. I told you earlier we had one that was in yellow gold because it had more golden colors, and this one's in the white gold because it has more blue turquoise color as well. So we'll see it a little close up here. It stays in the white gold. It's a great faceted moonstone yet again, this time in a pear shape, and it's going to be item number 112-9447. And keep calling on the diamond drops, both the earrings and the pendant for you, and we'll help you out. But this is wild, isn't it? It's our 335 in the moonstone. Look at the colors that you have there, and this is what we usually see. That kind of iridescent moonstone-like glow. It's a beautiful ethereal glow that happens also, but see, clean, bright, transparent, but then you see that glow kind of wash over the top. It's not a treated stone, it's a natural stone. It's just got some of the better quality of what we've seen in moonstone ever. I had never seen moonstone this good before this new parcel was introduced rather recently. So we're really proud to have just one more. This is gonna be it on the moonstone. It's our 335 in the pair, 20 points in the diamonds. White gold is how that one stays. And did we just lose another light, or did we just get darker? I don't know. But here we go. This one's gonna be a really fabulous idea. Let me try it on for you. And this one actually, it's going to be a little more affordable than our last, and that's just because slightly different carat weights, and we'll blow it out right now. Even better than that $49.99. Look at that. It just has this blue, green, lavender glow, kind of goes over the whole surface, but then don't forget you get every color in those pastels really within it, and it's not going to be $49.39 or $29.99. We got a big value here, and we'll blow it out for $19.99, but another $100 off if you'd like to go ahead and make that yours. And that's our last moonstone of the show tonight. It is. That's, I think, the last one of the entire moonstone collection that was a more recent addition to what we were bringing. So big value there. $19.99 is really $18.99, plus we have aqua earrings coming up. Oh, and a new Sphene private collection, huge size, 6 carat, 22. We don't see a lot of Sphenes that go that big. I have one. This is it. Oh, it's the brightest green we've seen, and clean. Sphene, green, clean. It ain't mean though. Maybe a mean price tag. Mean discount? Yeah, we got that coming up for you. Plus my Tanzanite. Emerald cuts galore. I've got some fancy cut drop earrings, plus an emerald cut pendant marked down. We've got a gorgeous emerald cut and a ring as well. Just let me know how you like your Tanzanites. We'll bring them out. Blue Wing Black D, the best. They're here as well. All right, so $19.99 on that one. That's my pear shape in white gold. We'll see who's got it. Again, pieces are going after the fact, so we'll keep moving, and we'll rely on our shoppers and our value seekers to get what they want before they're going to somebody else, because everything goes. Let's show you this really creative, unique style. So we take the natural beauty of gigantic South Sea pearls that have a imperfect shape, and we make something of a perfect design out of them. And that's really what we have here in this gorgeous South Sea designer style. 9580 is the number. We're going to show it to you now here. I'm going to move the moonstone aside and get you this design here. And he's going to need my help here, but he's really cute. This is a really cool, exotic, like a tropical fish. Isn't that cool? I have to ask my brother. He's the fish expert. He actually has a whole thing, a pond and lots of fish and all that kind of thing. So he's more of the expert in this department, but yeah, he's more familiar with the aquatic life. But this is a fabulous pearl. And it's kind of cool that we went aquatic here, because that's where the pearls come from, at least in the South Sea varieties like this is. It's going to be item number 1129580. It is a natural, that's one natural pearl shape. But the pearl shape was the inspiration behind the design. And you can see these are all 18 karat gold accents. Now it's meant to sit, it's going to sit at this profile view on this bail. So you're going to see the two fins, which I love that texture in the 18 karat gold. Then you have that eye, and I don't know if we're going to call it a nose, but I'm going to call it a nose for lack of a better term. And it's all 18 karat gold accents with a free-form South Sea pearl. I don't have a millimeter size. I'd have to roughly get you one, but I love seeing the details. And this is not two pearls. That's how the pearl grew in nature. That's how it grew in the mollusk. That's how it happened naturally. So really cool the way this is done. Let me show it from a distance as well. Remember, it's 18 karat gold, bail, fins, everything. All the accents that are basically adhered to what this is going to look like. That's what it's going to look like from a distance away. I'll give you a measurement, even though I don't have a millimeter size per se. I'm going to show you how it looks here from a distance, height-wise, 1 inch. Width-wise, let's give you a look at the width here, which is also about 1 inch, maybe a little bit more, and a fabulous look and a really cool style, and we'll show it on as well so you can see it that way, what that looks like, and what a great piece for those of you that do want something a little unique and special. So we'll show it up close. Yes? Some what? Threaders? Who was it? Barbara Requester, wonderful. Didn't like the necklace, but liked the threader earrings. Very good. All right, well, thank you, Barbara, so much. Enjoy. And let me know if we need to find you a different style of necklace or pendant. We can do that as well. But this design in the one-of-a-kind uniqueness here, and let me see if he's not gonna, I don't know if he's gonna sit well on his own, but I do wanna give you a front-facing look here, and that's gonna be $999 for one and one alone, and a great designer piece here. And all fantastic. Now I do want to point out too, there's no movement or articulation on the fins. Sometimes we've seen these designs with these critters where they've had a little articulated detail. Not this one, not this time around. So $999, really $899 on our new natural South Sea pearl piece in our tropical fish. Okay, so next up we're going to get to that Sphene. We've got that gorgeous museum grade Sphene, plus those purple diamonds are coming up. They're such a good price, we better show these now, because there's only a couple minutes till this hour ends, and we're going to show you right now. Wow, purple diamonds. I think we know now, this is, first of all, I'm very, very much a stickler about quality and color of everything, but very important on diamonds, because a pink diamond is rare, but it is in no way the same rarity as a purple diamond. So I'm really get a little perturbed when I see people calling pink diamonds purple diamonds when they're clearly not, because like I always say, we all learn colors at a very young age. 4 or 5 years old, we knew our colors inside out. So you can't say, well, I don't know gems. Well, okay, there's a lot of people who sell jewelry that don't know gems very well. But when it's a color story, when it's based on, when we're talking about color in a diamond, that's something that should be very, very noticeable and very readable. And it should be something that is really, I think, pretty easy to address. So when you have purples, they are natural here around these parts. It's a natural purple diamond, which is so incredibly rare to get. And there are pinks right beside it. So if you needed a little bit of additional comparison to make, well, you've got the pink diamonds. Those are true pinks that are happening right next to it. So you've got the pink diamonds as your first halo, white diamonds around that. But in that centerpiece, the beautiful purple diamond that is so natural and a whole step up in rarity from your pink. So really incredible and exclusive here. And only have this one pair. Item number is 111-6657. Another 111 item number going to help you out. That's going to be a big, big deal. And don't forget, we still got a few pieces left from hour number 1. We're getting close to hour number 2. Want to make sure that you take advantage of everything in this show, because these values are not meant to leave jewelry left here. So take all of the pieces you crave and love, and then again, get them at home, see what you think, and then decide, because there's no rush. It's a full money back guarantee. But here we are with the purple diamonds. So we're going elite level here, no doubt about it. Purple pairs, 30 points total, 15 points on each, which is really outstanding. And then you've got your 13 points in the pink and another 32 in the white. We break it all down because they're all separate entities. They all have different values associated with them. So the bottom line is we are getting you 75 points overall in the diamond. So that's really impressive as well. Double halo around your pear shapes, great looking stones, really bright purples. They've got that halo design or double halo. Post is going to be at the top of the pear shaped point. So I'll show you, because they're not really meant to sit east to west. They're meant to sit this way, north to south. And then we'll give you that measurement that you expect. And then we'll show them on. And there's your post right there. It's not at the very tippy top, but it's at that top portion. So not centered. And that's really the idea. So they could give you a little subtle drape depending on your lobe length and shape, but there they are at 3/8 of an inch top to bottom. I will pop one on, but butterfly back comes with them as well. But to get two rarities, and the last time I had purple diamond earrings, they were in heart shapes, and I know they were in incredible value as well, but they were not everyone's cup of tea, because, you know, heart shapes don't appeal to everybody. So what we have here is that really good way to get a pear shape, and you can see how they're going to look from a distance away. So very impressive, really important styling here, and a huge discount on a purple, pink, and white diamond earring. Let's go back to the wheel close up and give you a great value right here and now. 3/8 of an inch, 2 tones of gold as well. They stay as is, and the great finishing in the back. And they will be, okay, well, I don't love $69.99. Don't imagine you will either, because first I gotta love the value. Then that's the only hope of you loving the value, is when I see a good value, because I probably have a stricter standard of value than anybody on this planet, because I've sold more fine jewelry than anybody on this planet, at least on TV. So, and that probably means anywhere else, because, you know, a jewelry store associate can stand in a store and go a month without selling something. You know, we a little more turnover than that. A little more variety and new pieces every day. We don't have to wait till once a year to get 2 new items. We have new items every day. And isn't that what's great about it? Welcome to the show, by the way. Happy Halloween, one and all. My name is Lauren Blair. I'm the host here at TVON. I'm so glad you're with us tonight. We have 2 hours left in our Halloween celebration, and are we ever celebrating tonight? We have $100 off my discounted prices. We're about to discount purple, pink, and white diamond earrings for you. That is only one pair. Pretty much everything we're going to see throughout the night is one of a kind, because we've really raided the vaults, cleared out the deep, deep corners of the vaults, the really, really important styles, the really elite, high-level collectible pieces, and they're all going out for the lowest price ever. As a matter of fact, just about everything I've priced so far since we kicked this sale off yesterday, last night, has been under cost to you. So that's an important time to shop right there. I would say get in quickly and get requests in too. We're happy to help you out with requests as well. If you've got them, let me know what you'd like to see and say the word. We'll bring them right out. And we've been doing that already. So keep that coming, and let's make sure, because we got 2 hours left to celebrate Halloween and $100 off. So you might, who doesn't want to save money? Everybody wants to save money, especially on something that, oh, let's face it, is going up by the minute. So let's take advantage of these price tags we have that are best ever. And let's make it even better than $69, $59, $49. I love this earring, but at $39.99, that still might be asking a lot on Halloween night. So how about this? Let's go even lower than $3,000 Not $29.99. Last time I had purple diamond earrings, they were a lot more. We're going to make this really simple and easy right now. First caller gets them. There's only one pair. Those are actually like the rich color. They're not even lavender as much as they are a true purple color. That's what we want to see, and I'm taking them even lower for you. All you got to do is call. That's it. Pick up the phone, dial in, be first, and you will get the savings, and a lot of additional savings, that is. We're going to take them even lower than 29, 28, 27, 9. You know what? Skip it all. We are going to offer you this is one of the rare stones I can bring to you, and I got a lot of rarities. I got color change Sphene and yellow diamonds, but nothing is as rare really as two matched true purples in pear shapes, and we'll see them in rings every now and then. We'll have a purple diamond. It's usually a 5 or 6 pointer. These are 15 points times 2, so you're getting a really important pair and collectible, and they're not even $26.99. Oh, this is the night to shop. I'll make them better than 25. Let's blow them out. $24.99 for the pair. $24.99, and they're yours. And we'll take an extra $100 off, of course. That's happening for the next hour and 54 minutes and 35 seconds, to be exact. So I would take full advantage of everything as you can, okay? Because we got one of a kinds, and once they go, and you need to take advantage of these values. So $24.99, much better, and this is amazing. Oh, I love that. Oh, Brenda, I read your message just now. Oh my, I was talking about earlier how I was joking that I wish I was named after a gem, and she has a baby granddaughter whose name is Gemma. Because you love gems? That is the cutest. Okay, that is really, really sweet. I love that. Oh, well, welcome to the world, baby Gemma. And I think now I need to know, Brenda, like her birthstone and all of that. We got to see what we got to hook Gemma up with. Yes, and when her ears are getting pierced and what are going to be her first earrings and all that. We want to know. $24.99 on the purple diamonds. I love that. That's incredible. And thank you for watching, Brenda. Hi to David as well. All right, so let's get into some Tanzanite earrings. Plus, we have yellow diamonds coming up. I'll have a heart shape later. Alexandrite is here. Big Tanzanite round. Speaking of big Tanzanite, does anyone want the most incredible emerald cut yet with a lot of diamonds? You know, it's tempting right now with prices going sky high. It's tempting to just go limited on gold, limited on diamonds, but that just wouldn't be fair to the Blue Wing Block D Tanzanite, would it? There's no way we can properly show you the best Tanzanite. Let me give it a quick polish here. It is 1125827. Get ready. This is for one caller. And you think I'm kidding? We got one caller who's going to take it. This is not going to last very long. I got to zoom back. I just can't get over this. Look at this. I just keep polishing it and polishing it because I think I'm scared to show it to you because I really think that this needs to come home with me. But I will tell you, that never happens. Every time I profess my love for a piece of jewelry, it's out of here to someone else. You guys steal from me, and that's okay. You should. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, because I have a saying in shopping, and it applies to anywhere you shop for great stuff. The good stuff goes. Well, the good stuff goes, yeah, but it's the great stuff that goes and goes very, very quickly. So we're not going to see this for very long. This is a 7 carat almost. It's a 696 emerald cut, only an emerald cut. I know we show you Blue Wing Block Ds all the time, and they're gorgeous. They have these bright, amazing colors. They're lavish. They're the best in the world, quite literally. Everyone thinks that's a very hyperbolic statement because everyone's on TV telling you this is the best and that's the best and this is literally the best. There's one place on the planet to get it, one place it's ever been mined. This is literally the best material ever, has been, will be, done, case closed, good night. But this is our 696 Museum Reserve, and which, you know, takes a lot of gold to set up a stone that big, but then we just kept going with the diamonds and kept going with the diamonds. And you've got a diamond weight here of 101 in diamonds all the way around it, keeping it classic, but giving it a lot of wow factor. Take a look. This is not going to last. I can tell you that. It will. Look at the colors. Look at the shine. Look at the lights. Does anybody ever watch Netflix? Has anyone ever turned on Netflix ever in their life? Everyone probably across the world is going, yep, of course, every day. I drive by their headquarters every night to get home, and they have their logo up in neon lights on top of a building in the heart of Hollywood. And it literally every night I see it and I go, you know what? That looks like a really, really good Blue Wing Block D. And this stone, because of those emerald cup step facets with the blues and the reds and the purples, and they just kind of, one overlaps over the other and one kind of overtakes another all the time. That's exactly what is happening with this emerald cut stone, and you're seeing it right here. Not just the north to south step facets, the east and west do the same. And you've got bright, beautiful, neon, bold as can be colors, and it's a carat 01 in diamonds, the 101. That's the freeway I'm always on when I see the Netflix sign. So again, their headquarters, 101 happens to be the diamond weight. It's all syncing up here. And this is what gives you don't need a special light. You don't need a special environment. You don't need a special kind of circumstance or one little angle. This is what always happens. This stone comes to life with some of the most beautiful look in the world. I'm going to show it to you on the hand here. This is absolutely incredible. I cannot get over the price tag that you're about to get. And if anybody, sorry, I'm admiring it. If anybody would like to jump on the phone lines to give yourself the best fighting chance to get it, please do it now. I know you're worried, but if I call in, and what if you give me a price that's $80,000 and you pin me down and I got to pay? That's not how this works. But it gives you the opportunity to put yourself head of the line, basically puts you in the position of first right of refusal. And that's important. So here's what we're going to offer to you. I got one, it's a big value. It's Halloween night. We got $100 off everything. You've got the opportunity to get it at home and see what you think before you commit to it. This is the best value I can give. I've had it on the air for $69.99 and it stayed, and it stayed, and it stayed. It's been presented 4 times at $6,999, what you're seeing there. It's actually going to be heavily reduced tonight because why? Happy Halloween, sale, discount, my discount before your discount, everybody's happy. I'm happy if you're happy. That's the only way I'm happy. And you're happy when you pick up the phone and dial in and say sold. That's how you're happy. So now we get to help you out, get the most amazing piece. It stays in the white gold. We only have the one. Let's blow it out for you and give you the most incredible, not $69 or $59 or even $4,999. Bye-bye, it's going to go. The red flashes, there are bright blues, dark blues, violets that are neon, and then you've got your reds all the way through this stone. It is magical. And it's feeling a little mystical. And yet, that's because it's the very best in the world, and we're going to blow it out right now. There is just this one. So what can I do? I can't reproduce it, can't make another. Don't have anything similar. We've only got the collection we started with 7 years ago, and we're basically running on through it. So here's your chance right now. Get it quickly. Not even $3,999. There's a reason this is starting the hour, and it's a good reason. And it's the fact it's going to be our biggest value you see of the show. Let's go ahead and blow it out right now. It's not $39.99. Then we've got a round with yellow diamonds coming up as well in Tanzanite. It's actually going to be slightly bigger stone. But let me show you something. For those of you that say, I'll wait for the bigger stone, let me just prove what I'm always talking about. That stone is bigger, but it doesn't look bigger. Am I right? Which one looks bigger? Let's take people that don't even know gemstones off the street and say, which stone looks bigger? And they're going to say, is this a trick question? The answer is yes, it is a trick question, because everyone's going to say that emerald cut is bigger. And it's not. The carat weight on the emerald cut's actually smaller. But that's the difference between round and emerald cuts. So if you want a bigger look, that's an actual 7-carat stone. It's actually a 715. But do you see how it's not quite the size this one is? That's a 696. That's a 715. What kind of sorcery is this? That's the difference of cuts. That's the round versus the emerald cut. Let's go ahead and blow it out right now. We're talking about the round coming up later. Emerald cut is on tap right now. We're going to give you a great value. It's not $39, $38, $37. Let's truly blow it out right now. Make it $3,699. And it'll be $35.99 at checkout, which gets it down to a really extreme low. If you're considering that the carat and diamonds and all the gold that it's set in, which is about $5,000 worth of gold, is free to you. Forget about just thinking about, I know it's tempting to think about per carats, because when other guys do Tanzanite and they tell you the per carat is 550 or 600 or 700, not only is it a lower quality, but it's also usually what? Very light. Gold weight, a little bit of gold weight and a little speck of diamond, maybe a 10-point accent. We got a carat 01 of VS diamond, round brilliant full cuts, all the way around it, set in gold. And if you think again, you're going, no, so it's gold. That's about $5,000 just in gold on its own. Before you set the diamonds, before you set the nearly 7-carat emerald cut, and there's nothing else like it. And you saw it looks even bigger because we saw it next to the round. That's the 715. So that'll be $35.99 at checkout. Then we get to that Sphene. We will have the round coming up, or if you want to see it really soon, we can do that too. But we also have hoop earrings that are classic. We've got the big diamonds by the yard, which is our 1 carat version, a wonder ring that everybody needs to have, because it's the one that works for everybody. The double row doesn't work for everybody because it's really big. The single row with the big stones, that does. So let's show that to you now, because this is a ring that if you are going, what the heck is a wonder ring? I don't know what that is. I've never heard of such a thing. Well, welcome to a ring that basically I dubbed the Wonder Ring many, many years ago. It was about 9 years ago. And it's kind of stuck since, and we've done a lot of different iterations of this ring. We have white gold and yellow gold and rose gold available. I've got the white and the yellow, the classics here in the studio, but it's item number 1110527. So it's another 111 alert. Bing, bing. We should be like seeing sound effects a little bit more dramatic, but I will not hurt your ears. But I'll tell you right now, this is where we talk about diamond value like no other. Big diamond band, lots of big diamonds, 60 points total weight here per ring. So when you're getting 2 rings, because that's what everyone does. Why? They stack. This is really known as the ultimate ring guard though, because the idea is you put one on either side of another ring. You take 2 wonder rings, probably in the same color gold. I'm just showing you the variety we have here, but you're going to likely take a wonder ring and put one around one side of a ring and the other around the other, and have this look where they magically just somehow seem to work with just about everything. They surround, that little subtle chevron design is what surrounds all your other jewelry designs so beautifully, so that they work together. They work in unison. It just adds a little extra. In the same way most people get engaged with a solitaire and then add that wedding band next to it. It's that concept, except you can automatically, I have advocated for this ring for the way it upgrades all your pieces you don't wear anymore, because we all have them and you can't feel bad about that. I say, instead of, if you're going, I don't know what to do. What do I do with my old jewelry? What do I do with the stuff I never wear? What do I do? What do I do with the meaningful piece that was passed down from 3 generations ago that just ain't my style? Because listen, my great-great-grandmother was not wearing the kind of stuff I like to wear, because styles change, times change. Well, good news. This is what you do. Those are sentimental pieces. You can't just pawn them off. You want to have those pieces in your collection. This is how you upgrade it, modernize it, make it wearable today for you. That's how a wonder ring is really aptly named, because it's a miracle how it works with other pieces, how it works with other things, how it's also well priced, how it's all those things. Do a lot of you have it? Of course. Can it be worn singly on its own anywhere on the hand? Yes. My favorite way to wear one is, I wear one every day as a thumb ring, because I really like, especially the single row, as a thumb ring like so, just to show you how beautiful that sits. So why not? You can wear it that way. And by the way, this is the yellow diamond bracelet that's coming up a little bit later, so stick around for that. But there's our single row wonder ring, 60 points per ring. You can stack them, you can layer them. Let me show you what they look like together here on the hand in the traditional sense where we usually start, which is on the ring finger here, and I'll just put them together. You can wear 2 together, and these are quite different sizes, but you can point them up, down, any which way you want, around another ring, by themselves, any band, anywhere. I mean, honestly, if this one was a bigger size right now, I'd be putting on the index finger for you. You could even get the smaller sizes, wear them here as midi rings. That's what we call midi, M-I-D-I. Midi rings are very popular. So really play. You could get a couple different sizes so you can wear them on different fingers of the hand. That's how it looks facing down. I love this stacked across. I mean, honestly, I could do a whole info. Oh, and by the way, I will. I'm going to be doing a whole infomercial on these, but that's the point. Like, we want to introduce more people than just our TVON audience to this ring, because it's that kind of popular, universal bestseller. And it's so versatile. Everybody who wears jewelry's got to have a wonder ring or 2. And so now we get to bring it at a discount. We get to bring it to you at a better value. We get to bring it below $9.99 for the first time in a long time and send it on out. And if you need a couple, this is the day to get them. You do have $100 off, after all, every single item you shop for. So when you get 2 wonder rings, you're saving $200. If you decide to get 4 wonder rings because you're gifting, because you're getting different gold colors, different sizes, you get a huge savings per ring. And there's still, this is what boggles my mind, with all the finishing on the inside. Solid. It's not, don't say where's the under gallery, it's solid all the way through. There's not a break in the action. There's not, this means, oh, by the way, you never have to clean your jewelry from the inside. So if you just want to do the basic like hand washing cleaning, because you wash your hands, like if you're me, you do it 3,000 times a day, and you wash your hands, that cleans your jewelry. And I usually say, well, yeah, but you got to get in there and get behind your diamonds and clean them from the inside. Not with this ring, because there's nothing that's going to do for it. They're never going to get dirty from the backside of the diamonds because it's all solid on the inside. It's all finished on the inside. So you never need to worry about, even as you wear it for years, you're never going to have to clean those diamonds from the back. It's just a practical thing. There's so many different things to advocate and talk about and want for this ring, but yet it's not going to be $9.99 or $8.88. And remember, this savings goes away in about an hour and a half. You've got a big value here. I recommend taking as many as you want so you can get as many as you need. Shop for the holidays. Maybe you're just going to dress up that ring. Maybe you've always heard about these from your friends or watched the show and heard about them mentioned. It's time to try them. There's no better time or no better way to do it than right now. It's not even, so boy. You know what, guys? I'm going to do even better. I really am already below the cost, obviously, because when we made it, it was like 9 years ago. Okay? I have an anniversary coming up. It's on Wednesday night. You're invited to join me. We're having a little anniversary party for me. So I hope you'll join me for that. It's my 9-year anniversary here at TVON. So it's November 5th. It's Wednesday night. But here's the thing. This was made 9 years ago. Do you realize if we made that same ring today, where that would be? If I made that ring today, it'd be about $4,000 to make it today. Then what? Whoo, I don't know if everyone's buying 2 or 3 of them. If they're $4,000 a pop, instead it's not even $850 or $849. Let's work the wonder of the Wonder Ring, which is partly due to value. It's not $800. We're making them $799 for any number you need, whether it's white, yellow, rose gold, whether you're mixing and matching, whether you're getting one, or I really got to advocate for getting a couple of them. That's important to do. Get as many as you need while they last, but $699 a ring is what they end up being when it's solid 14 karat gold of your choice. They're big diamonds. I do believe this is my 13. I always like to double check myself because my memory is remembering a lot of different carat weights up there over the years, but that is your 13 stones. You see here, each side is going to have 2, 4, 6, and then it would be 6, and then there's that one that creates that little chevron point. So it is 13 individual round, brilliant, stunning BS diamonds at $699 a ring. So good luck on getting a couple or one, whatever you need. Try it. But listen, you got $100 off happening for the next hour and 40, so I would take them now. Make sure you get as many as you need while they're marked down, each and every one of them. That is a do not miss. So we'll give it 60 seconds. They're not even supposed to be here. This was actually brought out by a request that I had earlier this afternoon, actually this morning. So really important to take advantage because that is not something that should be discounted. Like I said, they cost over $4,000 just to make those styles today. And so we're still going back to a different price tag thanks to the fact they were made originally about 9 years ago. And that really is helpful to get in on that style. So it's a wonder, and you will see why. As soon as you get it home, as soon as you play with it, you're going to see why it is our bestseller, why it is an icon, why people, there are folks that own 20 and 30 different Wonder Rings. Why? Because they have different gold colors, they have different ring sizes. Sometimes they're getting 3 and 4 and 5 to stack together. That's the idea here, but when they're $699, certainly makes it a lot more affordable to get in on. So congratulations if you do. And I would not wait because beginning of the year and then it arrives, and then sure enough, we could see $6,500 an ounce for gold. We could see higher levels than that. And my goodness, where that would be at that point, it could be easily $5,000 or $6,000 for the ring instead of the $4,000 that it should be tonight. So you've got the value. Happy Halloween. And next up, we're going to bring some Tanzanite drops. Very affordable, very affordable. There aren't a lot of Tanzanite drops that get down to this level. Thank you, everybody on the Wonder Ring. Here we go. This is a fancy cut in Tanzanite. Boy, are they just, somebody put olive oil on them? I don't know what's going on. Let me see. Let me get them all cleaned up for you. And, oh, good. So Risa got a Wonder Ring. Fabulous. I didn't hear the phone ring, Risa, but thank you. That's wonderful. I also want to bring you this great drop earring with this really pretty bezel. It's got diamonds in the front first, and then a bezel that leads down to your fancy cut Tanzanite. It's 112-8392. And keep calling on Wonder Rings because we can't, you know, it's the kind of thing that you put up and generally keeps the lines rocking all night long. We've only got a limited time, so want to try and show you everything because there's always going to be those hundreds of people out there, maybe thousands that already have the Wonder Ring. Oh, and by the way, look at this. Darker light, more red. Darker light, more red. Darker light, more neon. That's important too. So really, it's a stunner. This is a drop earring that's incredibly affordable. If you've been frustrated by drop earrings that are $15, 16,000 and more. Here's where we can get you a very affordable version thereof. Look at the reds just as it moves, even just subtly here on the wheel. Just positioning them to see them and show them you're seeing that beautiful red shine come through. Well, it's item number 1128-392. They are $526 overall carat weight here on your Tansies. Plus you're getting a $526 weight with the 12 points in diamonds, and there's a lever back style drop. They're not oversized in the drop. They're not too overly dramatic. They've got a little bit of movement, a little bit of swing, but they're not like the big crazy 3-4 inches where you're going, yeah, they're getting tangled in my hair. I can't wear them. This is impossible. They're really simple in the style. Take a look at this length. We'll show you that 1-inch drop and get ready because we are very busy all of a sudden. I think it has to do with the Wonder Ring. No kidding. Every time I've presented it, I kid you not, it's not an exaggeration. I've probably had it 500 times. You know, I did a little, you know, I was doing an interview the other day and I was doing a rough calculation on how many hours I've been on TV. Not in my lifetime, but just here at this network. And it's been, you know, close to 10,000 hours just here. And that's a lot of jewelry you show in 10,000 hours. That's a lot of jewelry. And that Wonder Ring in its different styles has been probably about 10% of that time. It really is no joke. Over the years, it's been such a popular idea. So I know a lot of you own it, but definitely it does it every time. It's an incredible bestseller for a reason. It's beloved. Usually when people get one, they come back for more as well. So it's definitely one that comes with the highest recommendation, not just of myself, but of a lot of our viewers as well. Just wanted to show you what this Tanzanite drop looks like on, so you can see that 1-inch drop style, how they look when they have that little bit of sway. This is not a crazy exotic out there cut. It's kind of reminiscent of what we see in a lot of our emerald cuts, kind of like imagine an emerald cut means trapezoidal cut, and really pretty drop. Let's get them under a $3,000 price point. Under $3,000. That's amazing. Let's go even lower than that. Back to the wheel we'll go. Give you a wonderful opportunity instead of $29,000. That's already on point for value. Fact is, they're going a lot lower right now. First and only, if you think I got 15 pairs, I wish I had 15 pairs. Oh, that would be just I have literal dreams like that where I just fantasize about selling quantities like 15, 20, 30 of great stones of amazing quality. It's just not, this is Mother Nature. It's Mother Nature that makes them limited, not us, not me. I'd love to have more quantity. We don't because of Mother Nature being very exclusivo about the quality. There was only so much Blue Wing Block D that was ever produced. We happen to have all of it right here on this show. It is nowhere else. I've heard of some people on secondary markets from TVON shoppers that are reselling it on online sites and such, and that's their prerogative. They can do that. And if they, I saw one the other day, someone screenshot it, sent it to me and said, they're claiming it's Blue Wing Block D. I verified that I had sold that particular ring, and they were asking for $56,000 and had a lot of inquiries about it. That's actually a great value. Do you know that 56,000, by the way, it was a 5 carat, why I mention it. It was a 5 carat stone. Do you know $10,000 a carat's pretty fair price for Tanzanite? We have different expectations here, and don't you love that? Don't you love that we don't ask you to look at retail or even wholesale as setting an expectation? We just live in our own fantasy world here of jewelry pricing, and that's what makes it so special. And this is not 29, 28, 27. I know they're too low. Welcome to Halloween night. We get to do this celebration once a year, so we gotta make it a wonder, don't we? We gotta make it the day you're gonna look back on and say, gosh, I'm glad I was there. I'm glad I took a break from passing out candy and just sat down for a minute and looked at Tanzanite earrings and caught a glimpse of the ultimate high level. You know what? They are not even $27.77. That's one pair. Let's make them $26.99. Very first caller. That'll be it. They will be gone in a hurry. That's how we work here. And again, you get a better discount. You get that $100 off. So white gold is how they stay. And then we'll have them right out to you because there's no issue. I mean, there's no sizing needed, no gold color change. So they are out to you on Monday. And a fabulous way to go. Monday's not a holiday, but this weekend always feels like one because you get that extra hour. Remember, we're going to fall back on the clocks on Saturday night, or actually we all call it, everyone calls it Sunday morning. I call it Saturday night because I'm still up. 2 a.m., I watch the clock change. I think also that's just my my OCD nature where I have to make sure that the phone is going to be, you know, just doing it properly so that I don't miss a show the next morning. You know, one of those where I got to make sure the phone did update accordingly and got the time, you know, so I have to watch it happen. Remember when we were on the air, Tony, back in the day? We'd be on at 2 in the morning and we would, we'd have to do an extra hour of broadcasting. That was always fun. After a 7-hour show, And then at 2 a.m. it was usually quitting time. And at 2 a.m. the clock would fall back to 1. So we get an extra hour airtime and it'd be an 8-hour show. Those were always a lot of fun. But anyway, that's a whole different era. But this is $26.99 for the earrings. Yep, it's a really good value. Tell me if you like them. We'll help you out with those. How about Sphene, everybody? We got a big color change Sphene. Look at that. This is what everyone's always asking me for. Do you have one that's a little brighter? I don't want one that gets too dark. So we do have that really pretty tone, that really good bright material for you. Keep calling in Wonder Rings. They're very popular. We've got a DBTY coming up later. So we did bring out some of the classics that we know you are always loving. And then if you like Tanzanites, and I do have an emerald cut, this is a 2 ways to wear it pendant. So that could be worn this way or this way, totally up to you, because it's essentially got bails all the way through it. So it's a twofer, and we love that too. So you get a really good buy on this one. So this is actually a 1039. So let's go even larger here with just one single stone. That's my 10 karat 39 Tanzanite. And you wear it east to west or north to south, as I just showed you. It's going to be at number 8408, and that is another big one of a kind. Then I think we might have to bring out that round. A lot of people asking about that 7 karat round that we have as well. And we'll get there in the ring. That's the one with the yellow diamonds. So we again have the 696 emerald cut ring that actually would be perfect with this pendant. Or we had just the fancy cut earrings we just saw. That would be lovely together as well. So you can consider any of those, and then anything else that we can help you with. This is the time to get requests in. We're halfway through the night already. So it's definitely a good time to shop. Now here's my 10 karat 39. So it's a big museum reserve, and you see the reds coming through. I don't need to point that out. And then as we see it, a little more movement. Watch that color all the way on through. See that red? That is really just magnificent. And then we've got the back. And why am I showing you this? Because, well, everything's a bail. That's what allows you to wear it side to side, north to south. Let me show you both ways here so you can see it on the hand and then the neckline so you can get an idea of the size. That's how it would sit. So you could have your diamonds going bordering the north and south sides, or you can go east to west. So 2 ways to wear it. Either way, it's going to look like that classic modern station style piece. And we've got this great length. It's a huge stone and a little more elongated than some emerald cuts. Some get a little more width. This one's got a little more length. And you can see 7/8 of an inch top to bottom. We'll try it on the neckline for you as well and give you a great chance to pick it on up. So if you'd like to get it, boy, that's one of the colors of the season, isn't it? The reds, the oranges, the blues, the purples, everything here that we love of that neon. Here's what it looks like up close and personal. And we're going to blow it out right now. First caller gets it for $49.99. Now, I'm going to take requests too. Make sure you get those in. We got 90 minutes left to go tonight. Looking for whatever you'd like to see, whatever you're thinking about shopping for. What can we save you $100 on? Because you got 90 more minutes to take advantage of that. Hope you will. You know what are so like really cute are these earrings we have. Do y'all remember this band ring? We had a black and white diamond band ring that was oh so popular. I decided we needed to have earrings to go with. They are coming up this weekend. Just want to show you a little something that's coming up tomorrow. We have the black and white diamond kind of S-curve hoop earring coming up to match the ever popular ring. So there are the earrings that are going to be coming up this weekend. Just want to show them to you. That's all one earring. So one hoop with 2 tones of gold, 2 different tones of diamonds as well. This one will be $48.99. You know what else is happening this weekend in yellow diamonds? We've got this pendant. Look at this. We just had a bar style, well, kind of a stiletto drop in white diamonds earlier tonight. Look what's happening this weekend. This will be on Sunday. Sunday. Look at that. Radiant cut yellow diamonds set together, 10 stones. That's a pendant. You could also wear it east to west, north to south. No, not really east to west. Yeah, generally north to south. But anyway, it's 2 carats and diamonds. All yellows. All side-by-side perfection. So that's going to be here on Sunday. The little hoops tomorrow, like as in the morning. You know, we go back to back Friday night into Saturday morning. We just can't get enough shopping. And then Sunday morning, that one. All right, so those are some previews. And then here's my Tansy pendant, $49.99. Let me know who's got that one. It's $48.99 at checkout instead. Happy Halloween. It is Sphene time. Nothing better or brighter than a color-changing Sphene. Oh my goodness. I like that stone. There's a lot of you that have said, They're a beautiful stone, and they are a beautiful stone. They are collectible, they are rare, they're all those things. They're phenomenal, they're dispersive. What doesn't Sphene do? Sphene is like your superhero of gems because it does everything. It does everything. It should have a cape. I should have somebody sew a little cape for this stone to wear. It's kind of what we should do. Little accessories, you know, everyone's doing the bag charms, the purse charms, and then they're making accessories and little outfits for their purse charms. It's like charms for your charms, charms on charms on charms on charms. I should make accessories for jewelry. It feels like usually the Wonder Ring is the way to do that. It feels like the Wonder Ring is always the way to accessorize your jewelry. This is where it is like a superhero. It's got dispersion higher than that of diamond. I know we defer to diamonds. We bow down to diamonds. We love their dispersion, but the truth is some stones, just a couple of them can do it better. And this is one. And yet it's the brighter green. It's not that too dark, because when they get too dark, they start to look like that, you know, that cityscape behind me. They get a little too midnight, a little too dark green, bottle green. That's not what we want. We want the bright. We want the beautiful, powerful greens, okay? You got it here. It's a big stone. It's a collectible. And what are you taking over there, Joanne? What are they picking up? Thank you. Wonder Ring's going out. We love it as well. And what are you for Halloween, Joanne? I see your bright, bright orange bag of, what is that? Reese's Pieces peanut butter cups, something like that? Or is it pistachios? Pistachios dressed up for Halloween. I like that. And what are you going to be for Halloween later? Are you going out to party? You're not dressing up? No? Are we over it this year? Is everyone just kind of like taking a mulligan on the Halloween dress up this year? I've seen like, yeah, there's not a lot like going on in my circle either. It's like, no. In years past, I dressed up here on the show. Do you guys remember? We should probably give a house credit to anyone who can remember all the things I've been over the years. Yeah, just opted for some, you know, colors of the season tonight. Yep, not doing the dress up thing this year. My favorite was Ferrari Barbie. That was my favorite. That was my favorite. I felt very much at home. I felt very much myself that night. Dressed up in the race car, you know, the race car suit. And, you know, we had the Ferrari theme going on here. Anyway, so welcome to Halloween. It's Halloween night. We got about 85 minutes left to go. And we're getting some requests here, so that's good too. And I love to hear that. So, you know what? I don't think we have anything Marcy and rose gold saddle rings. Haven't seen one in a very long time, maybe ever. So, never seen a rose gold saddle. They're always, the option is there. If you see one, we can always do one in rose gold for you, like as a custom request, but I don't have any saddle rings in rose gold. But I do have the Sphene, and it's going to be item number 112-9354. So, and it's going to be a very, very special look here with that big Sphene. So this is our 622. It's quite mighty. It's a private collection color. You see the clarity it has, which this is a stone that typically struggles in that respect. But we have this really good 35 points in diamonds. It's only among the 4 stones. So you're getting a tremendous look there. And we'll try it on for you, because what the 2 baguettes do on either side is create a chevron in its own right. So you get the chevron shape around it. You get the bright, amazing color. And we're giving you that really bright tone that also great clarity showing off here. First caller gets it. We're going to blow it out. It's supposed to be, yeah, it's a $17,999 ring. I ain't getting that in a million years. Not on a sale event like tonight. And isn't that the beauty of it? That should be, why shouldn't we pay $18,000? You know how rare this is? To get a 622 stays in the white gold. We're going to size it with our compliments. We're going to send it out to you lickety split. Also free of charge. And we got the big value on the big center stone and perfectly set so that it still shows off the beauty of that gem. Not too many diamonds get in the way of anything, just a really important look. And instead of 17,000 or 18,000, what it really should be, I'm always rounding down. I need to start rounding up. We're going to get you a better price tag, and let's make it really simple and easy. First caller gets it. I will blow this out. We're going to see who's paying attention here. This is a real, like, I know it's a weird night when we got a lot of people out doing other things. I get it. That's Halloween for you. But it's kind of like doing shows on Christmas morning. They're similar. Because it's a day when some other people are preoccupied doing other things. They may not be sitting glued to their TV. That's why you guys need the better value. You're here, so we need to make the most. We need to really maximize that audience. And so therefore, you're going to see, and if you've watched any of this last 95 minutes, you've seen discounts you've never witnessed before. Now we keep going with it and bring it even lower on a really new, really rare, really unique, really special stone, and make it even better than even $7,999. Watch it fly. It's gonna go, no question about it. And guys, we're welcome into our last 84 minutes of Halloween night 2025. You don't like 79? That's okay. $69.99, $59.99, under $1,000 a carat on a Sphene that size. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen, but it is right now. And it will not be even $5,999. We'll blow it out. I'll make this $4,999. And that will be $48.99 at checkout. And that is the best and brightest, because basically what that is the color perfection you want. The great dispersion that's always should be there in a Sphene, but sometimes it gets a little bit muted by inclusions. You have no inclusions that I can even see there. And obviously it would be easier to see on a bigger stone. Anything that's got that bigger, weightier size, you typically have a bigger look for inclusions, a bigger, kind of like a magnifying glass. In a bigger stone like that, it'd be easier to see if you had a lot of inclusions, and instead, nada. So here we go, $49.99, it turns into $48.99 instead. We've got a little wheel coming up. Well, it's a big wheel. It's a big wheel with great, teeny, tiny prices. I'm gonna call this, oh my goodness, Sapphire, aqua, ruby, pink, sapphire. Oh, some of the rare stones. Some of the stones on this wheel we hardly ever see here. They would be, you guys, we're ready for this? Okay, let's get to it. The Sphene should be gone at $48.99. Will be just a matter of time before that finds an amazing home. Let's get, you know what, I'm gonna switch things out here. Let's do a Counzite. Let's do a really special Counzite solitaire in this fabulous mounting. This is not something we see all the time, but it is actually not without diamonds, because you have the diamonds on the side profile. This is 112-9466. It's a quick one only, big luxury Counzite here in a 2 carat 29 size, and that ring is 18 carat solid. Love that. 18, yes, upgrade me please. I don't care how expensive. I still want an upgrade on my gold. I want 75% pure gold. I want the upgrade. I want the maximum color saturation. It's all here. Plus we've got the diamonds on the sides. That's going to be your 11 points in diamonds. $229 on the center. Talk about a beautiful piece with the Wonder Ring. May I show you? This is a great example of, now the Wonder Ring kind of goes with everything, but let me just show you here what it looks like. So this is going to help a lot of people out who are shopping the Wonder Ring see it with something else, but look how pretty you can actually pair this up. So that's the solitaire with a couple of Wonder Rings right around it, and this is a one only, and obviously you're shopping the Wonder Ring separately, but since y'all have been asking what does it look like when it's all together, there you go. So that's how, and you see how they just immediately cinch together. Everything matches up, everything sits side by side to perfection. And if you want the Counzite, let's wear that all on its own here for a moment too, just so you can see what that will look like on its own as well. And that, look at that glow. It's like a pink, purple, blue combination. And this is going to be $999. Plus you can get the Wonder Rings. Remember, they came down to $699 after their discount. So you can capture a couple Wonder Rings if you'd like to. The Counzite's amazing. And that's going to be our last call on that Counzite. And then Linda, hi Linda, we've got your request coming up next for some blue zircon earrings. They're drops, they're coming up. So we'll get you those on the way. Thank you for that request. Blue zircons, and they look gorgeous. And they're very affordable. Wow. I've never seen a blue zircon earring this affordable ever, at least in a drop. So $999 for the Counzite. It'll be $899 at checkout. Let's keep going. This is the, well, look at how pretty they are. So much detail. I know they're going to need my help here to sit up, so give me a second. I'll prop them up for you. 9503 is the number. Those are bright turquoisey blue zircon stones in the pear shapes. I'll get my baby tweezers out here so you can see these really, really well, and then I'll prop the other one up also, so you can get an idea of what these are all about. This is going to go very quickly. Pair of earrings in zircons that match up. 9503 is the number. 273 total weight in zircons. There they are side by side, at least so you can see the stones and how they match, because that's really paramount. They got to match. Diamond weight is at 7 points. It's mostly about, it looks a little bit like a lotus kind of design at the base with the mill grain. Diamonds are going to be up top in your lever back. I'm going to leave this one here while I try the other one on and show you the length so you can see how they're going to look on the ear. And I know they're not going to sit on their own, so forgive me for that. Sometimes they need my help. I'm a professional jewelry babysitter and I really enjoy it. So there we go. That's going to be 1 inch top to bottom, maybe a tad bit more. I'm going to pop one on. They are that lever back, so really just all encapsulated, kind of self-locking design, easy to wear. And yet I'm going to put one on for you. And we're going to blow them out. They're supposed to be $39.99, not so much, not today, not tonight, not on this Halloween Friday night. Look at this on the ear for you. That's how they'll look from a distance away. That's how they give you that movement, that drop, that beautiful bright turquoisey blue. And that's going to be $1,299 only. A $4,000 earring for $12.99, which instantly turns into $11.99 if you're the first to claim them. Now that's how we shop for some serious drop earrings with a stone that is all mined out as well. So $1,199 if you'd like to get them. Please call me quickly. They're going to go, and in a hurry. Let's go back to our wheel and take another look. I'll prop them up for you. So that is the most affordable way to get a blue zircon drop earring. No doubt about it. Very affordable, and yet still really good size stones because they're almost 1.5 carats each. And that's what they look like. So we'll see who's got them. And then don't forget about the Counzite that's here, that solitaire style. It looks great with the Wonder Rings. And then I've got a little mini wheel for you before our top of the hour arrives. Ruby, Sapphire, and some aqua coming up. Wonder Rings are still going out, by the way. Don't miss the boat on the Wonder Rings. Want to make sure you get those. Thank you. Those are gone. And then here we go with my little mini wheel here. It's going to be it's going to be a quick one. That is aqua. Stop everything you're doing. I know it looks like a cornflower blue sapphire. It's actually a Sierra Santa Maria aqua. And we go to ruby. That's a beautiful bright ruby. I love these little like star-like quatrefoil designs around it. And then we go to Sapphire, wide band. These are all set in platinum. Platinum is how they'll stay. 3 gorgeous pieces, 1 fabulous value. Do you want the zircon earrings? Because they're already sold. I'm sorry they're gone. I know, if only I had 1 billion pairs of those, that'd be wonderful. But they're gone, so congrats on those. Well done there. And then here we go with this really fabulous wheel of 3 incredible one-of-a-kind rings, all in platinum. I'm going to walk you through some carat weights. We've got an 89-point Sierra Santa Maria right in the middle. That is the deepest and darkest. Trust me when I tell you, deepest, darkest aqua we have in the entire inventory, and we specialize in the Sierra Santa Marias. Then you have a ruby, 77 points in the ruby. The ruby is also got 4 bigger diamonds on each side, 33 points overall. Then we go to the Sapphire on the right side of your screen. The Sapphire's a 91 pointer. Now it's set in a band bridge or a bridge band, whichever way you want to say it, because this really is layers of platinum. Look at this from the side. It's actually, look at how it's intertwined. It's got open work, 2 bands split coming in as one. They're like interlocking. That's really where the 1 platinum in the mirror finishing goes all the way underneath the Sapphire. Diamonds come up and over that. So it goes band style. These are both band styles, and then we've got the aqua. You let me know which one you like. All the same price. This is a blowout. A lot of you are going to look at this price tag, and I think that if we had anybody who was like brand new to the show, they would probably take one look at this, and let's say they were, you know, accidentally finding us here tonight, tuned into the channel, doesn't know the first thing about TVON or who Lauren is or what platinum's about. You'd probably look at this price tag and say, oh, look, there's sterling silver. Or maybe it's that sterling silver plated with another metal. This is solid platinum. It's a blowout. We make jewelry for a living. We have our factory here on site. It's about 30 feet away from me. In the back, behind where you're sitting at home, is basically behind that camera lens. You go 30 feet directly behind that. That's where our jewelers are. That's where we are making and creating and crafting and designing too. I mean, it goes back, it's the whole process. It's not just the actual manufacturing. It's the process of selecting the stones and creating the designs and doing the sketches and making the castings and making the molds and then actually creating the jewelry and then setting the center stones. All of that, it's a process. And yet all 3 of these rings you could never make for the price I'm about to give. So come on in. It's our platinum blowout. It's a trio. You might take 1, you may take 2, you may take all 3, because we're looking at top quality Burma ruby, amazing Sierra Santa Maria that is deep, saturated color, also an elongated oval, so it looks larger than it even weighs. And then you've got the rare of the Tsavorite garnet in the off to the right. I tell you what, Ping wrote size 6 on this, Andy. Does that mean it has to stay in a size 6, or is that just for reference? Does anyone know? No, I'm not getting an answer. Oh, gotcha. All right, so it doesn't have to stay that way. Okay, good. We can size any to any size you need. All right, perfect. Good news there. Let's go ahead and take them on down. Yeah, 88, 88, not going to work. Let's try something different. Best Sierra Santa Maria. I have already shown you Sierra Santa Marias, even one that was quite pricey here tonight. And I have shown you gorgeous Sierra Santa Marias, 2 happen to be emerald cuts, neither of which had color anywhere near this oval. This oval is top tier. It is best of the best. This is your chance to pick up any one of the 3 you want. You might as well take all 3 because remember, you're saving $100 per. So every single piece you pick up in jewelry tonight, $100 saving, $100 savings, $100 savings. Take as many as you need. Take everything we got. Take them all because jewelry's going up everywhere else outside of these TVON walls, and yet we are doing the exact opposite, and we're making them better than even, you know what, skip it. Skip even 44, 44 or 22, 22. You know what? I was taught at a very young age, 75% off is half a half. We just did 75% off. And we've got them at 22, 22, and they won't stop there. They're not even $1,000. I told you we can't make them for this price. They're $999 a piece while they last. $999 turns into $899 per ring, and that is your value for this Halloween night, which we have basically 72 minutes left of that. So 72 minutes of that sale, 72 minutes with $100 off, your pick in jewelry, whatever it may be. Let's go to it. $999. So $899 at checkout. We're going to give it 60 seconds. Those should all be long gone. This, again, I got to reiterate, that's aqua. That is just the deepest, darkest. It's a cornflower blue sapphire color, but in a blue beryl. It is the color of sapphire more than it is the color of aqua, but that's what proves to you it's the highest end aqua out there. And we got 45 seconds left in heavy, bold platinum mountings. $899 per piece. Good luck, good luck, good luck. 30 seconds left on those. And then we've got that DBTY. We'll see our 1 carat version of our diamonds by the yard. Have a very important yellow diamond. It is our heart-shaped yellow diamond in a ring. It's a 1 carat. Also have this very important top of the hour. 10 minutes from now, we're going to see that Tanzanite. The Tanzanite is 7 carats 15. It's got the really big yellow diamonds, superstar colors there. That's going to be coming up as well. That'll be happening at 7 o'clock Pacific time. And then we have some really pretty aqua earrings also here on the show. Gorgeous Sierra Santa Marias. Look at how, and these are good stones. But again, look at the color. This is what great aqua looks like. And then you see that aqua. Do you see the difference? This is Sierra Santa Maria. Look at that one freak of nature stone. It's a total freak of nature. It is. It's just, it's beautiful. And it's the best, best, best. I told you it is. And so a lot of you go, yeah. That's what you have to say because you have to sell. It doesn't matter 1 iota if I sell a piece or not. What I want you to see is the proof here. There's the proof. There is the proof. And this is great aqua. I'm going to be putting my heart and soul into those earrings later. Yes. Aqua on the hand. You got it. Item number on the aqua is going to be 1128730. Here's what the aqua looks like on the hand, and get ready for another hefty piece of platinum. The aqua is 89 points. The diamond weight's 11. It's got a lot of a ribbon-like platinum design around it, and that is a 1 only for $899. Very weighty. It's kind of the reason it's kind of falling to one side is because we're going to get you your size you need, of course, for free. But that's really what, if you don't get your true size, it's going to do that because it's very top heavy because there's a lot of metal to that ring. So that one should be gone at $899. Let me know if you have any questions on that wheel. We're going to give it a final 60 seconds. Get ready for our top of the hour, which is where that Tanzanite will reside. And then we're going to get you aqua earrings as I showed you. We've got a little preview there. We've got that big Counzite, the emerald cut still here if you'd like to get that one as well. You may, and we hope you will because that's a really good value. Everything is. Everything's lowest price it can be. Pieces are going up everywhere else in the industry every single day. We are doing exactly the opposite here tonight and every other day. That's the beauty of value, savings, making jewelry still affordable when it is fine. Not just, hey, it's affordable because it's made in a lab, or hey, it's affordable because it's stainless steel. I'm sorry, but that's not fine jewelry. And we're going to stay true to what we do and in our lane, which is our specialty, and really bring you what I know y'all love. Because listen, there's a million other places to shop for all that kind of, basic material. And that's easy. It's easy to produce. That's why it's everywhere. That's why it's affordable. If it's easy, it's easy. If it's affordable, it's probably because it's available and it's, not a lot of actual, work goes into it or a lot of rarity in there. So this is where, again, it's all about the rare. So here we are with a very, very important, we've got our big, big, big yellow diamond bracelet as well. Now, this is a little bit important, I would say. We've, been doing this about a decade, never had anything like it. I do have a yellow diamond bracelet. It's just for fun, just for show. It's like, if the Royals or maybe the Louvre is looking to buy pieces to put on display, this is what they should probably look into. And it looks almost like these pear shapes and marquise cuts are brought together back to back to create a design in its own right out of fancy cut diamonds. And that's really the difference. We did a marquise cut bangle that was not received as well. And I think it was because of the marquise. So this time we mixed it up a little bit, brought you the tennis bracelet style that keeps it classic. And it is about 6.5 carats of yellow diamonds. So if anybody's interested in this yellow diamond bracelet I've been wearing throughout the show, I know it doesn't sit as well here, but I'm trying to show you as many of the yellow diamonds as possible so you can see the consistency of the stones, not to mention it matches the band that we had yesterday. That was that pear-shaped band, 1 carat in weight that so many of you already own. This is really a match to it, but extraordinary, isn't it? It's just not every day we get to see pieces like this that have about $20,000 worth of gold to start. Then you load up that $20,000 worth of gold with impeccable yellow diamonds that are all VS in quality, pear shapes and marquise cuts together, all bigger individual sizes. They're all about 1/3 of a carat or just under, 6.5 carats total weight. If you're interested, if you're curious, it's a 6-figure type of piece. I mean, I know that's not every day you tune in and see $300,000 pieces. It is that level of jewelry, but we can help you out if you're interested in getting that as your special treat tonight for this Halloween evening. Let me know. We'll be able to help you out there. So again, last call on the show, those coming your way, and we've got requests coming up. Hi, Dot. We've got some requests for you. We've got some yellow diamond earrings on the way. And we will show you, 2 options. So Dot, there are basically 2 different ways we can do yellow diamond earrings here. In studs, both technically studs, but we go with the big ones that have the halo, or you can go with the smaller with no halo. So I'm going to show them together so you get familiar with each look. So there's one option right here, and then here's the other option, which is more of what we would call a solitaire or a true stud. Still going to be in the pear-shaped styling, and you see they're a little smaller in the individual stones than, of course, without the halo. So good news is we've got options for not just our requester, but maybe a few more of you as well. So there they are. The big style is going to be item number 9087. And let me know on that bracelet if you're interested or need a great value, or if you're just curious because you want to go tell the other guys what we're doing instead of, $300,000, $400,000 pieces. We can make it a lot more affordable to get that yellow diamond bracelet. It's really something. I've worn a lot of jewelry in my lifetime. I've sold, my most expensive piece I ever sold was not actually on TV. It was at an auction house, and it was $80 million. Very proud of that piece. I'll never forget it. It was a big moment. It was nationwide, well, it was actually international, worldwide news at the time. But, there's very few times that with all the elevated jewelry we have, there are very few pieces that actually reach this status level, but it's still a wearable style. That tennis bracelet style, I mean, I was, flipping on to support a friend who was on TV, back on TV. He hadn't been on TV in about a decade. And he was back on with a new line. He lives near me, and he was back on the big nationwide 24-hour, well, they're not 24 hours live, but you get the idea. He was on that network yesterday, and he was selling lab-grown. He used to sell fake, like synthetics, and now he's doing the lab-grown stuff, like most jewelers are. And I turned it on for a couple of seconds to, support a fellow friend in the business, and was surprised to see that they were doing their lab-grown in gold. But the lab-grown in gold, the tennis bracelet with lab-grown white diamonds, it was still $6,000. So basically you're paying just for the gold because the lab-grown stones have really, there's no value there. So interesting to kind of gauge where gold's at, I look at what we're doing here with yellow diamonds and I get pretty excited. So here we go. you know what? I'm going to have to give these item numbers to Andy here, Marcy, and we can see what we have because I don't know. I don't memorize item numbers. So let me check on that for you. And yes, we can usually change any saddle mounting to rose gold, as I already mentioned. 1110546, 1110545, 1110211. If they can be done in rose gold. No bother if they can't. And I have no idea what those are, but we'll figure it out. So again, quick descriptions, carat weights, that's memorized, but item numbers, I simply can't. So here we go, guys. This is going to be a carat 43. We're talking about the right side here, and that's going to be the 143 and just the yellows. That's just the center, by the way. So 70 plus pointers each. Then the white diamonds at 64, well over 2 carats total. If you want to go here with the simpler stud, here's what I would do. I would get both and stack them, but again, you can get the simple stud here, which is 1129086. It's going to give you 60 points of total diamond weight, both in yellows, all natural. This is going to be our white with it. This is going to be that halo design versus the simple stud. Either way you want to go. The larger version is going to be down to just, well, we only have one pair. Let's get those down. You know what? I do not want to do $89.99 any longer. This is that over 2 carats. You're getting 207 total weight here. 207, the real luxury of getting 71, that's nearly 3/4 of a carat on each center stone there. And then you've got the white diamonds around it. That's going to be a really, really important look. And we're doing those for $3,299. If you want to go, and that's one pair, I only have a couple of those left. If you want the smaller pair, that's going to be 9086. They will be down to just $799. And of course, each style, you get that $100 off for the next hour and 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And either way, they would work back to that bracelet that I just previewed for you as well. So there are fabulous ways to get match sets, collectible pieces, bring them together, do what you wish. But $32.99. Do you mean Wonder Rings, Marcy? Let me know. I don't know if you're watching the show or not, so I don't know if if you're looking for email responses or not, but I can type and talk at the same time, so I can do that. So stackables, yeah, probably the Wonder Ring that we had earlier, the 60 pointers, the best way to go. And then again, $7.99 for the smaller studs. I know we're talking about requests here, we're doing multiple things, but this business is all about multitasking. So $7.99 on that pair, that's for the smaller, that's for your left side. So $6.99 will be your final price here, and only $31.99 your final price. That is everything, Dot, we have in yellow diamond earrings. As far as studs, if you want to drop, I know we have some trillions and a longer drop, but as far as studs go, that's our entire yellow diamond collection. And either way, you know what, they'll look great with the bracelet. They'll also look really good with our top of the hour Tanzanite that we have, which is the 3-stone Tanzanite with yellow diamonds. So all of that still to come. Lots to get to in our last hour Friday night, a special one too. We always love our Friday because it's everybody's weekend. Not everybody's, but most people's weekend. We love our Friday nights because we kick off the weekend, we celebrate together. Reminder that in just a few mere moments, this Tanzanite is coming out to play. And this bracelet and this Tanzanite and this earring, they all go together beautifully because they are all pairing up pair shapes. So you get the pairing of the pairs, and that makes it all match together. They're like family members. They're all good together. They're all cool with each other. They're all very, very happy and harmonizing. And here we go with the earrings. So let me know who's got what. It's going to be that bigger pair, smaller pair, and that's it. All right. So yes. She's getting one of the smaller. All right, so one pair going to the smaller. They're $6.99 at checkout. Okay, so Marcy, now that I know you are watching the show, because I know she rarely is live, that Marcy is a special occasion. She's usually watching at like 4 or 5 in the morning, and then emailing me and saying, is this still available? Is this still It's funny, and then she goes, okay, good. And you know, she thinks I'm on the air when I'm actually, just, at the kitchen table working. But here we go. That's the best stackable I have for you tonight is this Wonder Ring. The 60 pointer is very stackable because it is the more petite single row version of the Wonder Ring. So that's a really good stackable if you don't have it yet. Okay, so there we go. $7.99. Thank you, Dot, for the request. I'm so glad that we had that for you. And then if anybody would like the larger ones, only one pair, $32.99, but your extra $100 off. And do keep calling because we have a couple pairs left of this pear shape design. I'm going to get you set up because we have our big top of the hour waiting in the wings here. It's been amazing. I've shown a lot of restraint, waiting 2 hours and 26 seconds to show this to you because it's probably the piece I'm most excited about of all on this Halloween evening. Oh, our Friday night is just always so fabulous. I hope you never miss a Friday. I hope we can always spend our Friday night date nights together because, you know, hanging out with jewelry is a pretty good way to go. And I'm so glad to have your presence in your company tonight. It's Halloween, so I hope you've had a wonderful celebration day. I hope it's been a good one. I hope it's been all treats, no tricks. We've got no tricks. Look at this, $100 off everything you shop for the next 59 minutes though. That's it. So take advantage of what you've seen in the show, what you want to request. We're starting to get really busy on the request lines. Think of me as your DJ spinning on the ones and twos on this Halloween evening. It's like the Club TVON Halloween edition, Lolo in the house, all the great values you love, but better. So I don't know, for those of you that really like to shop and save, you're taking advantage of this night tonight because boy, are we bringing the discount. So let's get to this ring. I have been dying to show this to you. It's so fabulous. It's going to be our round Tanzanite 7 carat 15. Item number is 9615. Had a 7, well, I had a 696 earlier. That is still here in the emerald cut, but I know we've been excited about the round. So here's how we bring you the round with the pear-shaped yellow diamonds. And remember, this is a very striking stone. It's our 7 carat 15. By the way, we still got pear-shaped yellow diamonds going out the door, and look at how perfect they are. I mean, they really work well with this ring. So if you just picked up either of the yellow diamond studs we just had, here's your ring with the luxury of a Tanzanite. And I don't know if everybody realizes this, but if I go back to my GIA roots for a minute, and if we talk about gemology, gemologists, people who study gems for a living, who do the research, who do the testing, who do the appraisals, hopefully you get a certified gemologist to do any and all appraisals. Yellow diamonds are pretty rare. And I know we don't necessarily have that kind of appearance here because we show them quite often, but that's because we love to bring you the rarest of the rare. And doing a bracelet like this, for example, with the 6 carats of yellow diamonds that I have on, that took 10 years, basically 10 years in the making. You know, for the first couple of years I was here, there were no yellow diamonds, there were no pinks, no browns, no fawns, no chameleons, nothing, no purples. We have seen already tonight pink diamonds, purple diamonds, beautiful yellows. And I don't want to give the impression, because we see them on the regular, like they're easy to get or like they're the same plane as a white diamond. I know we show you exquisite VS white diamonds. We are known for our incredible quality of white diamonds, but they are not the same. White diamonds that are a VS quality, that are bright white like we offer, are very important diamonds, but they in no way hold a candle to a natural yellow. And that's really what we're so excited to see here tonight around your already super elite Tanzanite that is the best in the world. So just a reminder of how really rare these are, because for every 100,000 white diamonds that exist, there's on average 1 of a fancy color. And that includes all of the fancy colors. So make no mistake, they are rare. They are limited. And here we have our 715 round with the really big, chunky, beautiful, bright 54 points worth of yellow diamonds. That means that each one of those diamonds is about a 27 pointer. They're about the size of what's in my bracelet as well. So they're all working together. This might be the night you just say, I'm gonna get the earrings, I'm gonna get the ring, and I'm gonna get that bracelet she's wearing, and I'm gonna be set for life when it comes to really exotic, fine quality diamond jewelry. You're good to go. This is the ring though, two-tone gold, Tanzanite, the best in the world in the middle. I just brought you a 696 last hour. It was our emerald cut. This is the round, very, very neon, very bright. That is Portuguese cutting. Deluxe, best of the best. Look what this does. Face up directly into your eye. Look at that. And those yellow diamonds, stunning, bright, very neon. They're also brilliant cut. They're also bezel and prong set. So they got a lot of good things going on here. And look at that, wowza. Here it is on the hand, side to side beauty here. 3-stone style, perfectly places it centered up on your hand where it never tips or turns, especially if you get your true ring size. And look at that, look what that does, pure magic. I know this is a huge, listen, I've been doing this a long time, so I know there's certain times you don't do certain things. There are certain days, occasions, moments, you know you're up against it. And you know that if you're relying on something like, let's say, a $99.99 piece here, but I'm still a believer that, you know, even with a lighter Halloween night audience, I'm a believer that with a piece this good, it just takes one viewer. One person out there is going to love the beauty, the quality, and yes, subsequently my value that I'm about to give, because this is a $99.99 piece on sale tonight, $100 off. $9,999, 4 nines. Just under $10,000, really incredible value. We do it for $98.99 if you just want to say sold done. But here's what I'm going to do. It is against all my better judgment. It is against everything I've learned for 25 years of standing on live national TV, shopping fine jewelry. It is what you don't do is you don't put something up for auction on the evening that everyone's passing out candy. You don't do it. I'm going to do it just because I am that committed to showing you that value doesn't have to end at $99.99. As amazing as that, by the way, there are folks out there right now selling Tanzanite every single day that is of a lower quality. You know the purple light lavenders, you know what they look like as you see them everywhere else. That light lavender material, that is a per carat price on light lavender material in a lot of places. Per carat times that by 715, whoa. Then you got to add for the yellow diamonds and the gold and the workmanship and the labor to put it together. We're looking at a piece that would be easily $100,000. That is 6 figures. We don't do that to you. We are really committed value, which is probably why you're here right now. You want the savings, the deal, the value, all of it. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got a price tag on it to lower this for this Halloween evening with your $100 off. But again, what am I doing? I'm discounting first, you discount second. We all get to take our turns discounting. I have got a $74.99 should be price tag at the lowest. You would take another $100 off that. Here's what I'm going to offer instead, because I am well aware of what tonight is all about. We're going to have to do something more extreme. Do you remember the X Games? I covered the X Games when I was in college. And it was extreme sports and unusual types of, you know, very dangerous, kind of like life-threatening, you know, high, crazy risk sportings. This is like the extreme sports of shopping here, because I'm going to start this auction very low. I'm going to rely on you guys who know a value, because you've either watched me or watched other networks for a long, long time. You have a calculator at the ready, or you're just good with math, and you're realizing that there is not a better per carat value on Tanzanite, even for low quality material, than what I'm about to do, and then I'm adding the yellow diamonds to it as well. So how about this for a value? I'm going to do something extremely special, not approved, not something that was scheduled, not something that should have ever happened tonight, but because I want to make moves, let's do something here to get going. Let's make it wild. We've only got about 51 more minutes that I can lose money. So how much money can you lose in 50 minutes? Oh, well, we're going to find out. It's not going to be 7,000, 6,000, 5,000, or 4. And by the way, the price was $74.99. That would have been $100 off. Even if you win the auction, you're still going to get the privilege of taking another $100 off your winning bid. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to blow this out better than a blowout, better than even $4,000 to start. Here's how we can make the dream come true. And yellow diamonds that are huge, there's 27 points a piece. We will do something wild. All you have to do is dial, simple as that. We've got all of our really inexpensive, really cool stackable diamond rings coming up next, so not everything's going to be $4,000. But let's make this even better than even 39, 38, 37. Whoa. I had a smaller stone up here earlier that is already sold. True story. Do y'all remember the ring that I had earlier? It was a smaller stone. It was $36.99, and it's bye-bye gone. And by the way, a special congratulations to our shopper that picked that up too, because that was really well done. But now it's a different time of the evening. We got to make moves and make them even more extreme and dramatic. And we're not going to ask for $3,600. And this is with an extra $100 discount at checkout. And now the biggest Tanzanite value I have had in recent years on Museum Reserve. The stone that has one more night on the air, that is tonight right now, and then shall it remain, if that were to happen, now I don't think it's going to happen with an auction like this, if it were to remain available at 8 o'clock tonight, which is only 49 minutes from now, off to a museum it goes on Monday. So this is really important to take advantage of if you like this stone. Take a look at it. It's not 36. I'm going to go 35. $3,500, not authorized, just really strictly all about the value here. And that's going to be $35 to get it going. With the big old chunky yellow diamonds on the sides, how about a $10 increment as well? Sure enough, 10 bucks. Don't even want to make it complicated. Saving you a bundle. And we're going to give it 60 seconds to get it started. Petite stack rings coming up. All kinds of little diamond designs coming up. And a choice of, and very affordable. You just let me know. $35 to open, we get it started. Or not, you decide. But that would be, if anyone were to open it, let's say you were just hypothetically gonna win it there at that price, well, you'd save another $100, be $3,400. Let's go to our diamond stack rings coming up. I've got 3 to show you. I would definitely think about getting more than one. We can stack, layer, put them on, gift them. I think these could work for anybody of any age. You can't say that about everything in jewelry. Some pieces don't work for the 15-year-olds. But these would. Every single one of these bands. Here's one option. This is going to be like 2 bands in one, really. They all kind of incorporate that double band style. Just depends on, do you want to bypass? Do you want to stack? Or do you want what I'm calling, this is more of that really subtle S-curve design. And let me zoom back so you can see them all really well. These are fun to play and stack. Now you get all 3 choices in all 3 gold colors. So you're going to have to choose a couple of things here. I'm going to make the brains work out there. You got to choose your ring, left, right, center. You got to choose your gold color. And you got to choose your size. But that's pretty easy. We all know our ring size. Here's where you might also want to think about different ways to wear them, because they all could be pinky rings all the way over to the thumb and anywhere in between. This kind of feels like a little deconstructed S-curve. This one feels like a little tiara with 2 in 1. This feels like a bypass, pretty traditional there. They all stack beautifully together. They all work in all 3 gold colors. I've got different item numbers. I'm going to walk you through the carat weights. In the center, you're going to have 11 points. That's the most. In off to the right here, that's going to be 10 and the other's 9. So it's the 9, 10, 11, okay? 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11. You pick, I think with only 1 point difference between the 3, I would say pick whichever one you really like the best, because the diamond weight is not the big difference here. The fact is that you got about $2,000 in today's gold market because, oh yes, these are gold. And I'll show you what one, I have one of them in the yellow gold in the studio ready to show you. So if you're curious what it looks like in something other than white gold, I'll show you the yellow gold coming up. But you're going to pick as many as you want because they also stack really well. And remember, it's $100 saved per ring, per item, per piece you shop for. So you've got potentially, I mean, there are people that sometimes pick out 8 or 10 of these at a time to stack, to gift, to give. So all you have to do is remember, you got $100 savings on each and every ring. There's about $2,000 just in gold on each and every ring. And they're fabulous with the diamonds as well. Let's take a look at all 3 choices you have. Any one you like. Woo! Let's party, everybody. Time to get going. Halloween trick or treating. This is amazing. The way you have something coming out to your doorstep in a matter of no time. And we've got white, yellow, or rose. Pick your favorite. Again, just tell your operator left, right, or center, but they're not $9.99. Here's the yellow gold. I have the design that's on the right in the yellow gold. So just to show you what it looks like in the yellow gold, and then you're going to have to use your imagination a bit on the rose gold, which I understand takes a little bit of creativity, but I think we know what our diamonds look like in rose gold. We love seeing white diamonds, really good ones in rose gold. So it's just another choice you have, just one more option for you as you choose your favorites. But you can get more than one. They could stack together, they could mix and match, they can play. It's kind of what we're seeing in minimalist jewelry right now that's worn thumb to pinky and everywhere in between. You can stack across, stack down the finger, whatever you want to do, but they're not even 9 or 8 or 7 or 6. Let's really wow you. And I know we live in a gold era where gold is going up, 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 up. 2026 is supposed to bring us $6,500 an ounce gold prices. If you think fine jewelry is going to be affordable like this forever, I really just don't think that's going to be possible. So it makes it, I think, even more, there's a little bit more urgency when you have a night like tonight with a holiday like tonight, Halloween, and this extra $100 savings off everything you shop for. I think this is the way you get on some serious gold jewelry before we go into like stainless steels and plating metals and mystery metals and things that are going to be a bit of a necessity probably going forward for everybody in the fine jewelry world. This is a way to still get gold. And you know what I always look at? It's a value if I know I can turn around the next day and resell it for more. That's how I judge values on anything. I really do. And gold is that way. Gold is that you could buy any one of these, and if you can take a ring that you paid $6.99 for today, and tomorrow, well, you're not going to have it tomorrow, but let's say when you get it next week, if you're going to turn around and be able to profit off that, that's a value. That's a value. If you're in the business and you have your own manufacturing facility and you can't make it for this price, that's a value. Those different metrics apply to what we're seeing on this wheel, and they're not going to be $6.99 or $5.99. They're going $100 less per ring, so you can choose as many as you want. You'd be kind of crazy not to at this point. Stock up and save now. Get as many as you want. This happens to be the right time of year because we are just hours away from the month of November. November is like full on, full throttle of holiday shopping season. So maybe you're thinking fine jewelry, yeah, it's attainable when you're shopping here. We're not doing $5.99. It is your choice. Pick a color, pick a ring, get a couple, because they're $499 a ring, and you still get $100 off. I've been saying this since we kicked this off yesterday. There's no threshold. You don't have to spend $1,000 minimum to get the $100 off. You're saving it on the $399, the $499, the $599 pieces as well. And this is solid gold, your choice of gold color. We're also still sizing for you for free, and you're getting a band. Let me show them on, because I know you're going, yes, but what do they look like on? Well, let me show you. And I'll put them all side by side so you can choose which one's going to work for you best, which one's going to be your absolute favorite. Here they are. Here's a little array and a selection. Are they meant to be? Listen, they're not cigar band styles. They're not meant to be. This is what we don't do very often, that the whole world is doing, which is like these minimalist looks, these diminutive styles, these still stackable looks here. This is more of that double. It's like 2 rings in one. This is really where it's kind of that bypass, straight style, but bypass. Here's where it's a little more, see how it's subtle? Almost looks from a distance. This one looks like your most classic band, but it's still going to be that subtle little curve. This, I know from at first glance, it looks like one straight edge band. It's got a little curve to it. So again, choose whichever one you like. But again, I'll walk you through the diamond weights. This is our largest diamond weight, yes. Okay, thank you so much. Well, I'm glad our requester picked them up. That's wonderful to hear. There's that more bypass style, and then here is our more subtle S-curve style. And all right now showing in the white, except we do have the yellow gold to show you there. And then, of course, right here as well. And these are solid gold. Fabulous ideas. We'll give them 60 seconds, and wonderful for the stack rings, the really simple everyday basics. You know, we all have to have those, you know, and not everybody needs like a huge cocktail ring. Cocktail rings are more for cocktail parties. We don't usually wear our cocktail rings every day, no matter how glam you are. I tend to wear the more basic pieces like this, the simple bands, the signet rings, the gold pieces with some diamond accents, all of the styles that you're really seeing right here and now. 40 seconds remaining. Thank you, everybody. $3.99. It's quite a value when you've got a melt price that's, you know, higher than where we're selling them for. That's pretty impressive. So I really encourage you to think about them. We've got holiday shopping around the corner. No, jewelry's not getting any more affordable as time marches on here. I've been telling you for years now, and it's happened, and we're there, and yet look at us. Still, you rely on TVON for values and quality, you're still getting them. And bigger and better, I've been saying this, our values are bigger than when I started here. I have a 9-year anniversary coming up on Wednesday. You're all invited to the party. We're gonna have a big celebration of my 9 years here, being the host of TVON, 9 years straight, consistently. Really just, it's been a long haul, and I'll tell you, we've been through a lot together. We've been through, gosh, many elections, a global pandemic. We were here through all of it. And now seeing some crazy things with, you know, the economics of gold and diamonds. And we're seeing real changes and real shifts in the way the jewelry world operates. And yet here we are still doing what we're doing, and we're going to celebrate that. And like I've been saying, I can speak for 9 years here. Our values are better today than they've ever been. I started here in 2016. There's a lot that's gone on, and certainly we've seen all kinds of things change the world we live in, change our everyday lives. And, you know, for better or worse, I will say, I truly mean this when I say our values today, as you shop this October 31st of 2025 here with me live on Halloween evening, we are truly seeing values that are better than when I started here. And when I started here, prices may have been a little bit less out there, but here our values are just as strong, and that actually makes them better, because if the rest of the world's prices are rising and our prices are either, if they're stabilized or going lower, how can you tell me those aren't better values today in 2025 than what they were so many years ago, when I know a lot of you weren't watching 9 years ago, or some of you are new within the last couple of months or years, or whether you've been, if you shopped with me for all 25 that I've been doing this. Thank you so much. We celebrate together on Wednesday night, November 5th. That's my anniversary here. It'll be my 9-year anniversary here at TVON. 25 years in the business, 9 years here at TVON. We have got a whole party plan. I'm so excited. You think Halloween's good. We got a lot of special things coming up. The weekend, of course, tomorrow and Sunday. Then we're off Monday, Tuesday. Basically, I'm in here planning. I'm in here Monday and Tuesday working my you-know-what off to make the most incredible celebration that really will be what is necessary to celebrate 9 years here, because that doesn't happen very often. So in this business, there aren't a lot of places that stick around for 9 years, let alone one person, one host, one network. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So join me for that on Wednesday night, November 5th. That is this coming Wednesday. I know that's going to be tough to remember, because Wednesday night's like our Monday here. So please just jot yourself a little note or a little reminder, because it's not a show you want to miss. I'll tell you that right now. And this is our big Halloween celebration. I'm so lucky to be with you guys. I mean, I see my TVON family a lot more than I see my actual family. So it's nice to spend these holidays together. We appreciate when you can hang out with us and join us for these special evenings that are our busy ones. And so we do not lose sight of the fact that we appreciate how lovely it is to have this together time, even among these very busy days and these life moments. So we'll show you that yellow diamond bracelet as well. If anyone's thinking about it, we can do something special on that one as well. And yes, we were getting some questions about it. I've had an offer on it as well, and it's a lovely offer, but I can't sell it for $200, but thank you. It's the most expensive bracelet we've ever put together, and that includes bigger diamond weights, but bigger diamond weights and white diamonds aren't nearly as meaningful as 6.5 carats of yellow diamonds like I have here. So this is going to be coming up in the show. We'll give it a brief look for those of you asking about it. It's what I've been wearing all night. So we'll bring that out for you. Also have my hoops that I feel are must-haves. And we'll stick with some diamonds here, because we love our must-have hoops, especially when they go with a piece that a lot of you already have, which is the bangle. So we did bring a really special bangle bracelet with 77 points and bigger diamonds burnished in. This is literally made the same way as the ring and the bangle that have been so popular. And today's a great day to get the matching hoop earring. So we have white and yellow gold here. It's item number 1129044. They're solid. They're a click enclosure, curved post, beautiful diamonds. And there you can see we have the white gold and the yellow gold here, all with white diamonds, of course. And this is for those of you that have the iconic, I can't probably ever bring the bracelet back again, because it'll be like $25,000. What was once, yeah, it's just so much gold. But this earring, I am going to give you last call at this really incredible price tag. Plus tonight, for 35 minutes, you get an extra $100 off everything you shop for, which is why somebody just took 7 bands. Somebody just picked up 7 rings. They got the style, by the way, that was in the middle, that little tiara style. And somebody just picked up 7 of them. They just saved $700 on their purchase. How special is that? And now we've got our hoops with the big diamonds, 37 points among 6 stones per pair, in a lot of heavy, heavy gold weight. Love it all. And you've got the most amazing look. It's really impressive. I mean, the wide, the fact they're reversible, you got mirror finish on the backside so you can wear them reversed. Whatever you choose to do, they are incredible. I'm going to pop them on the ear. They do have a 3/4 inch reversible length. So again, it's a round diameter. They look incredible. They're curved post. They snap or click right into place. Here's what they look like from a distance. So you can see the diamonds are probably what you're going to like to wear up front. You can always reverse it if you want that sleek mirror finished gold look one day. But here's what they look like from a distance away. 3/4 inch. I'll pop one on. They're incredible gold weight. Don't forget, we've got our epic Halloween sale coming to an end here 35 minutes from now. So this is where you want to just shop them quickly, get everything you need from the show. If you have any requests or something you want to see from earlier, please let me know what that is. We'll bring it back out. Look how gorgeous these are on. Stunning. Stunning, lightweight. They're big, they're chunky, but they're definitely not too heavy. And that's something I know. Someone has to do it. I have to test drive all the jewelry for you to make sure, because, you know, I never buy jewelry from people who don't wear jewelry. When they tell you it's comfortable, well, they're just feeding you a lie. They don't wear it. I'm a woman who loves jewelry. I live in jewelry. There's not a moment. I'm literally wearing jewelry every day of my life. Obviously 13 or so earrings every day, but also a lot of beautiful, I don't part without my signet ring. I wear a diamond ring. I love certain necklaces. I got to tell you, I live my life in jewelry, but I need it to be comfortable. And I think that a lot of you demand that as well. So I make sure that it is before I present anything on the air. This earring is not too heavy. It's a beautiful look. That's, of course, with the burnished diamond set up front. Let's take another close-up look as well. Of course, that's the yellow gold I'm wearing that I borrowed. And what we're going to do is make this an incredible value. Send them on out. Last chance to get them at this price tag. And I know how many of you have the bracelet, the 77-point diamond bangle. I know how many of you have the ring that is so fabulous. Excuse any fingerprints, I just touched them. I'll polish them up in a minute. I want to get you the value so you can start shopping. And if you need the rose gold, we have that for you as well. It's not going to go out right away. Your yellow and your white will go out Monday. I know it's Friday. Our shipping partners don't operate on Saturday and Sunday. So the earrings that you purchase and pick up tonight will go out on Monday because I have 3 pairs in white gold and I have 3 pairs in yellow gold. That's it. That is everything. And now we get into the 33 minutes left of the sale. Come on down. I need you on the lines. We're going to blow them out right now. I cannot do 29. I know that tonight I am rightfully supposed to demand $3,000 from each and every one of you. And I'm not going to stand up here and say they're not worth it. I am a lover of designer jewelry. I love quality. I've loved quality since before I really could even buy my own things. I love quality. I believe in investing in quality. I believe in getting the best because then you're not rebuying. Because I've learned the hard way that if you're buying the subpar, mediocre quality, you're just rebuying. You're rebuying and you're rebuying and you're rebuying, which adds up to a lot more than just getting the good stuff from the beginning, especially when you have a connection and a VIP channel into the best in the world. This is not going to be $29.99 an earring. They're not even close. They're not going to be $19.99. This is your last opportunity. And again, this is the bangle that set the whole network ablaze. Not literally. I don't know what the air conditioning unit set the whole network ablaze the other week, but this was the actual proverbial set the network on fire was the bangle. So I know how many hundreds of you have that bangle, wear multiples of the bangle, and need the earring to go with it. Here's how we do this. Are we going to have like a bloopers reel on my 9-year anniversary of all the funny, weird things that have happened in the 9 years? Or just honestly, it could be from the last couple of weeks. But here we go. I mean, it's been weird. But here we are at a better value than 14, 13, 12, 11, 99. Why not get one? That's the big question. We're loaded on the phone lines. Again, busy, busy, busy. You better believe it. I'll make them $1,111. You get $100 off. Oh, that's interesting. You're going to spend so little. It's basically $1,011. So it's $1,011 basically is what your price is to get those home in the white, the yellow, or the rose. But again, remember the yellow and the white go out right away. As long as you're quick on the phone lines and can get one of those first 3 pairs in each color, you're going to be having them in no time. So they go out Monday in white or yellow gold. And let me know which one you'd like. And they're obviously dripping with designer status. There's no question about it. There's a lot of designer elements in this one earring, and yet the weight, that thickness, and by the way, this is not hollowed out. This is why I mentioned they're not heavy because they're actually solid. That's not a hollowed out, teeny, lightweight shell of gold. That's all solid all the way through. So that's important as well. You got a really, really good look to those earrings. So let me know if you'd like to get them. I know they've got fingerprints. That's my fault. I tried one on. But here they are. Great chance to pick them up. And they'll be another $100 off. So it's $1,011. So $1,011 to get them home. Make sure you do before they're gone, especially if you want them right away, because who wants to wait? You want to start wearing them. You're excited. You want to wear your pieces. You want to get those home. See what they're all about. Live in the luxury that is still every day. You're not saving them for a special occasion. You're just living in them. You're wearing them nonstop. This might, warning, this might take over all the rest of your hoop collection is your new favorite because they are just that much fun to wear. And they're different. They're just a little, they're not like out there. They're not like everyone's going to go, oh, what's she wearing? Like they're just different. They're bold, but they're different. They're giving you something most people don't have. Take it from me. I have a very large hoop collection. I love my hoops. I love my hoops. I'm going to go home and hopefully see the end of some hoops, you know, the kind that's played on the hardwood. But I also happen to love a diamond hoop. I have all kinds of diamond hoops, but nothing like this. Nobody has really anything like this. That's where, besides the big designer that's so status, you know, that's why we created them. Who's going to go out and spend $50,000 on one pair of earrings? You can do it here for about $1,000, and you can get that same luxury, the same big diamonds, the same gorgeous quality. You got it all. Don't forget about the Tanzanite round. I do not want to leave this here. We got a few minutes left, and I just can't bear the thought of this incredible ring staying here. And I sure hope it's got a home at some point before this night is over, 29 minutes from now. Look at that. That is the Tanzanite 9615. We got aqua earrings coming up because I know you're loving the affordable. So we'll bring out some aqua earrings coming up, and I will do my best to make them very, very affordable. We will, but look at that. And I know we love our diamonds. Let me keep in mind that everyone's got a money back guarantee on everything. I know when we see sale events, oftentimes here, I've had my fair share of sale events over the years here. And a lot of times when it's a sale event, especially with these really deep discounts, a lot of times it is final sale. Notice we said not final sale. Kind of an odd thing to say, but want to remind you that nothing is going to be like buy it and then you're stuck. You get that still, that 2-week evaluation period. Make sure it's perfect. Make sure you love it. We're welcoming new shoppers in often because of that. So we want you to be able, because there's a lot of people who are going to do the yeah, right, the yeah, right, the skeptic, that whole, you know, when you watch for the first time, and there are people who watch for years, and they're pure skeptics. I had a gentleman the other day, he told me, he said, you know, I've watched you, and I've marveled at what you do for 25 years. And I've watched you for about a decade. I'm going, yep, 9 years, at TVON, and I've never made a purchase, never. I marvel at the quality. And this is a guy who makes a lot of purchases on the other network. And he goes, I never bought anything because I believed you had to spend more to get more. He said that to me point blank, and he said, I regret it. I regret the 9 years that I watched. He said, I never missed a show. I watched every minute of every single day that you hosted, and you know what? I never bought anything. I just believed that's too good to be true. You will soon, and a lot of people do that, hopefully not 9 years, but eventually you've got to try it, and you've got to see that this is why we are such, again, a very popular network when it comes to people that seek quality. That's the deal. And I know there's a lot of people who are the naysayers. They're the skeptics. I get it. I probably would be too, because you look at a price like that, $3,500 to open, and say, that can't be that good. So what is this? This is why you got to try. And again, don't look back and listen, can't change the past. So don't look back and regret that you didn't start shopping earlier, but start shopping now so you don't have to spend that hard-earned dollar and waste it on lower quality, because you're paying more for lower quality everywhere else. And this is the way to get so much more for your money. And that, I think, is really, it's what value is all about. So it's a value story. It really is. And quality like nobody else has. So let's get into these aqua earrings, I promise. These are brand new right now. So yeah, we got the brand new for you. And what a look they are. Aren't they stunning? And this is really good Sierra Santa Maria. We've seen a couple rings tonight already. You may want to ask about those, see if they're still here for you. But look at this halo, bright color, cushion cut squares. It's 9514 is your number. There's 90 points in cushion cut squares here, done with a halo of diamonds. And I am not scared to come in very, very close. Look at that. Wow. 90 points in Sierra Santa Maria is about a half carat each. 14 points is the diamond work. White gold, yellow gold, or rose gold. You will get a choice of there as well. Those are pretty cuts, don't you think? Square cushion, a little more exotic, otherwise known as the antique cushion. Same thing, square cushion, antique cushion, same thing. Pillow cut. Well, they're brand new right now, and they're supposed to be $19.99 on sale tonight. I will do better. Let's go. What can I do? What could I do with 25 minutes left to really impress the masses? Or the couple of you, whatever it is. Do we just want to say like 50% off? Make them $9.99, something like that? Or do we need to go even lower? Listen, I know it's last call on the show. We got a couple last minute requests coming in. Oh, Teresa, I love your taste. We got the big sapphire bangle coming out to play. Can I just show this to Teresa now so she doesn't have to wait too long? Now, did she ask for this specific piece, Andy? Because, got it. I can't even remember seeing this. It's been years since I've shown this. Let me show you, Teresa, what we have here. This is a multicolored sapphire bracelet. And it happens to be the smaller stones, Teresa. Look at that. I thought for size and scale, we got to see it on the wrist first. Look at what that does. From yellows to orange, lighter blues to darker blues, lighter pinks to hotter pinks, and then the same pattern repeats on the other side. It's like a mirror image of each other. And this is item number 11145331. Talk about something that was made in a different era. It's got a really easy button closure. So, sorry guys, I have some serious elbow issues right now, so I can't do weird movements. But that's how it hinges. Look at all this gold, white gold, as it is. You also have diamonds. It's all diamonds that goes top, bottom, and down the center. Think of it like little chevrons of pave. I know we want to see it up close. Here you go. Whoa, that closes like a luxury car door. It kind of feels like that, because it's a lot of gold. It's a lot of gold when it closes. Locks into place, double figure eight safeties, all that. There you go, Teresa. 505. Listen, anybody who wants it can get it. I don't know if Teresa's looking for just this, but this is a lot of multicolored rounds, ombre effect, all the colors. Look at that. Wow. Even different yellow tones in there too. Stunning. And wide. There's your closure. 2 figure eights. Whoa. Somebody just needs to buy it and melt it. I can, but at this price, it's not going to stay. I'm not going to be melting this piece. There's no way. It's our 505 plus a carat 29 in solid white gold, and a lot of it, it's going to fit an average size. This would go up to a 7.5-inch wrist, by the way. You will have plenty of room. If you were 6.5 to 7.5, you're good to go. You saw there's plenty of room. It's not, the bigger it goes, the less tight I want it to be because it's so much heftier. It's bigger, it's wider. So we have this style here for one collar, and I'm going to bring it from, it's $19,999. So this is obviously not our normal TVON fare. This is really big. I'm going to do better than $10,000 though. Better than $5,000. This is where you melt it and make money. That's where you keep the stone. Like if you've got your own factory, you're taking the stones out, you're keeping the diamonds, you're keeping the sapphires, you're melting down the gold, and you're profiting handsomely. Let's make it even better than $49.99. Okay. So this is what you call the essence, the absolute essence of a blowout. It's right here, right now, and it's still $100 off. That has, quite frankly, it's nice, but it doesn't matter. I'm saving you so many thousands of dollars. The $100 is just like, it's an extra. It's an extra. But this is not even going to be $4,999. There is one bracelet, stays in white gold. Really, again, I think it could even work really up to like a 7 3/4. I think you'd be fine. We've got one only. Blowout time is here. It is $3,999. That'll go. There's just no question. That's going to go. $39. And of course, still take the $100 off. So it'll be $38.99 instead. But wow, what a value. For the size of that bracelet. Oh yeah, you got to have it. That's the got to have it piece for that price. And look at even, I'll put it next to this big diamond tennis bracelet. That's a very, 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 very important bracelet that I'm holding. Look at the size difference. Think about how much gold you have here. I couldn't even venture to make this today. Look at the inside. I wouldn't even have a thought of making, they wouldn't have let me. I have design ideas all the time. They're like, can't do that. Can't do that. You've lost your mind. Are you forgetting that gold's $4,100 an ounce? And I'm like, no, but yeah, you're right. We can't do that. We've got a bracelet here. This is just so mind-boggling. And talk about an old item number that's also gone lower than where it was when it was made. That's like 7 years back. How about it, guys? $38.99? Thank you for that request. It's a good one. And the way, there's actually I want to show you this from the side profile, because there's a subtle, you see how all the sapphires are set a little bit lower than all the diamonds. So there's like this subtle, between the chevron shape, you see that little subtle arrow point that all these sapphires, I mean, it's just so gorgeous. Let me try it on again, because I started the presentation that way, and usually we go the opposite order. So let me show it again on the wrist here, so you can see what this looks like. Oh, look at that. So striking. I mean, is anyone going to miss that? There's no, yeah. Are you not going to see? It's like a cuff bracelet, really. Size-wise, look at this. For $38.99, look at that. And that's why you got plenty of room. I wear, got a pretty average size wrist. So again, that is just, ample gold. Look at that. Just easy little button. So that releases it, opens it up right here on the side. And then you're out and you are just clicking it closed. Done. That is incredible. So congratulations if you get it. Let's show you the aqua earrings. We got to return back. I just wanted to show that request. But these aqua earrings, mega important. Great color. We'll zoom on in. Forgive me, we just had the biggest bracelet we have here. So we're going to have to zoom right on back in here and take a good look at those aquas. Square cushion cuts. Of course, the Sierra Santa Marias. We were talking about the fact they're just under a ½ carat each. And then look at that. There they are. Look at that stunner. There you go. Beautiful. Just beautiful. And well, we're in final call. We've got about 18 minutes left. Did I stop at $9.99? Let's keep going. There's a little something on the prong, so let me get that out too. See if that's all better now. And after all these great aquamarines, we've had a lot of gorgeous rings tonight. Now the companion piece. Not that those aquas are gone, they're still here if you'd like them. So still have an opportunity to bring you those aqua rings. We had 3 of them that I'm recalling. One was an emerald cut, a very affordable one. We had a very large emerald cut. Then we had that really special, wasn't there one? Oh yeah, the elongated oval for $9.99. All right, so now we do the earrings. Better than listen, if I have a ring here still for $9.99, I better do better on the earrings, right? They got to go lower. Let's take it way below this price tag. Come on in. It's white, yellow, rose gold. You're going to decide your gold color. You just simply say the word. We get it for you. We do it for you. I got to try them on. And this is that great rotational style, so you can wear them with the centered post, either square like you see them here or at an angle to give them a little more height and a little more drama when they're on the ear. But they are so beautiful. This is what they look like from afar. Again, there's that squared off setting. We can angle them just so you can have that as well. And then look at this. Oh, I love them. They're beautiful. 3/8 of an inch top to bottom when you do put them at that angle. Diamonds all the way around them. And I'll try them on the ear. Yes. Tanzanite earrings? Talking about the drops, the fancy cuts. I would love to show those again. You got it. And here are the aqua earrings on the ear. We are going to go lower than $9.99. I think that's a necessity here tonight. End of the show, 17 minutes left to go in Halloween 2025. And a $100 discount. Ooh, I'm liking the way this is going. How about $888? $799. 777 on the aqua earrings that look so luxury, so beautiful. I think they could go in a second piercing as well. What do you think? I think that they would work either way, primary, second, wherever you want to go. Let's go back to the wheel, get you a better value than $777. Let's make them $699 for the aquas. Oh my, and they'll be $599 at checkout. Yikes. That's too low, but we like that. That is really that extra. That's like when you went to the door and you knocked on the door and you said trick or treat, and you were expecting a little mini candy bar, and instead you got like a $20 bill or something like that, or a rare vintage coin. Conversely, if they were $19.99, it'd feel a little bit like getting those baby carrots. You know, the little individual baby carrots in the bag, like, oh no. I mean, it's the right color. It's the right color for the holiday. It's festive, but probably not what we're craving on Halloween evening. All right, so here we go. Next up, Tanzanite drops. We showed them earlier. We'll give them again. I had some neighbors back in the day that did that. But there was also a neighbor that did the rare vintage, like they gave away their coin collection. They did. They gave away rare coins. It was always fascinating. And they had hundreds of them, and they wanted to spark interest in the youth into, you know, something that, well, today's youth is not as familiar with, is actual paper money, or certainly not coins necessarily, right? Don't see them that much anymore. Let's move on. We've got the Tanzanite drops here one more time. And who is this for there, Joanne? Who requested these? Hi, Amelia. We've got a last look at them. I'm assuming she saw a little glimpse of them earlier. They're gorgeous drops. They've got diamonds. I'm going to zoom on back because we had the studs, so now we got the drops, and then we've got another request coming up. So Teresa, stay there with us. We'll have that coming up. I just got handed your request, but here we are. Oh, I love these Tanzanite drops, and they're amazing. They're 8392 item number. They've got the fancy cut blue wing block Ds that we so love. There's a bezel set diamond, some pave up front in front of your lever back, giving a lot of interest there, a lot of look, a lot of design elements, and we are about to blow your mind. Look at that. That's really special too. And wait till you see them on, and they are like a, kind of like I say, emerald cut meets trapezoid a bit, and they're showing reds in a little bit different angle. You really have to see them move more directly face up, but I'll show them to you on. That'll give you the best idea here of what they're all about, and we're going to send them out. You know, they started at $89.99. We're going a lot lower than that here tonight. Really anxious to give you that value, and I just put my earring back on, so let me take those off again, pop these on the ear for her again one more time, and show you what we can do to make these really simple and easy. There's somehow, some way, and I know I've been doing this all night. We've been discounting incredible pieces all night long. We've got about 14 minutes to go, and this is under $3,000 for a match pair, fancy cuts. I always say where the diamonds start is where we're actually showing you the length. So it is actually 1 inch, even though the lever back goes a little higher than that. It's 1 inch in what you're going to see on the ear. And they're not even $3,000 or $29.99. This is really miraculous when you think about 2 carats, 70 or so in each. I mean, it's a fancy cut on top of that, which usually should be going for a premium price tag when you've got an exotic fancy cut. These are just affordable. They're just easy. They're affordable. They're not 29, they're not 28, they're not 27. We keep on going, and you get your $100 off. You got like 13 minutes to shop that. So 13 minutes to save and save some more. And we're doing $2,699 on those gorgeous earrings. $26.99 turns into $25.99. Let me know if you would like to get those home and see what they're all about. And then remember, you've got a full money back guarantee as well, not final sale, despite these prices coming down as crazy low as they are. So take a last look at them up close, and then we'll go ahead and get those home. I have no doubt they will find their home before our evening is over. So that's really important there. Take full advantage. $25.99. Open to the first caller who says yes. Not many Tanzanite drops that are down that low. And then we've got our designer band ring. Oh, what a good one this is. So yeah, thank you. Those earrings are sold. Now, one more band here that's going to feel a lot like those earring hoops we had a moment ago. This is the single stone, and oh my goodness, a band ring doesn't even begin to tell the story. You're seeing the reflection of those Tanzanite earrings, so let me move those aside. And here we go. This is 112, 1878. Outstanding. Diamond band, solid gold. This is what actually was made. There was a 3-stone version, but this is that single stone, mighty, mighty version that goes with the 77-point bangle, also goes with the earrings that we just had with the burnished diamonds. Here we are with a 31-point individual round brilliant diamond in white, yellow, or rose. Yes, you get a choice of gold color, and it's heavy. I do something really unique in this presentation where we don't just talk about the width, we talk about the depth. The depth of the band is really something of a bit of a showpiece here. Look at this from the inside. That is what you call solid. There is no undergallery. It's what's better than an undergallery? What's nicer, heavier, better than an undergallery? It's that. A band this thick, this depth, look at this from the side. Look at that profile. I'm going to give you the very, very back, pretty thick, but look at the top, because why? It's out of necessity, by the way. This isn't just showing off what we can do in gold. It's because you have such a big diamond. When you have a big, almost 1/3 of a carat diamond, you have depth to that diamond. Diamonds are not flat. They're not one-dimensional. They are not flat. So what does that mean? You have to build in this deeper gold band so that you've got room for that entirety of the depth of the diamond, its profile, to sit into the gold, because you see it's flush set. That means it's set burnished so that there's no prong. You see from the side, disappears because the diamond is set at the surface of the gold. We have white, yellow, or rose. It's men's or ladies, totally unisex style. It's also stackable because it's got that nice straight edge. And it's our 31-point diamond in an amazing $39.99 price tag. Yeah, let's toss that price out the door. We have 10 minutes to go in our Halloween evening 2025. Halloween's about to wrap here. As far as our sale event and this once in a lifetime deal on diamonds, like nowhere else, like nobody else, and even folks that are doing gold going forward, we're going to see less and less and less of heavyweights like this. So if you are somebody who says, give me luxury, I don't care what gold does, I still am willing to invest to get luxury feels. These are the pieces you live in, you wear every day. These are the pieces that are, I think, more important than ever, to where you have to have quality through and through, and that literally is what this is defined by. I'm gonna do that measurement of the depth here, so I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do here. I'm literally taking the millimeter gauge, and what I do is I just come around here and literally go through the depth, okay? So the depth of the ring, which I'm just gonna turn it so I can see what I'm doing here, that is 3.5 millimeters deep. How about that? 5 millimeters wide, sure, but 3.5 millimeters deep, solid gold, and yet it's not 3,000, 2,000, no, it's not 1999. We have got just moments, like 8.5 minutes of value, 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 and then our incredible weekend kicks off in the morning, which is just 14 hours from now. Oh, that's going to be fun too. So make sure you join us. Lots and lots debuting this weekend. Lots of special things going on. You think we won't have sales? Oh, join me in the morning and find out. I'm on a sale rampage. See, once I get going with sailing, you know, some people think like sailing out in the ocean. I love doing that, but I will tell you right now, when I get on this kind of sailing, it's hard. The momentum and the inertia of my sail event, it's something that just really, truly, you can't stop me. We're going to put everything on sale. I'm starting right now. This is a great request. Thank you for it. We're going to do better than $1,500 when there's that depth of gold and so heavy that it can be a men's piece, a ladies piece, whatever you want it to be. And we take a look at it here and see that big diamond. If it was just gold, we'd be at a great value, but you're getting the big diamond as well. And it's better than even $15, $14, $13.99. You got $100 to save extra tonight. For 7.5 more minutes, let's do it. I'll make it $1,299 and we'll try it on so you can see what it's all about. A ring that I'll tell you right now, obviously I love stacking it too. I do this with the 3-stone. We did a 3-stone style at one point. We have the single band style here. Go true to size. Look at that on the hand. And because, look at this, there's the profile. Out of all the designs we have, out of every band, every style we do, there is simply no ring that gives us depth in gold like that does. Why else would we spend so much time looking at the profile of a diamond band ring? But that's why we do. $12.99. It's really $11.99. Now that was a request as well. White, yellow, or rose. I wish I had all three gold colors to show you. No matter which one you choose, white, bright diamond, round, brilliant, almost 1/3 of a carat. Remember, it's a minimum, so some of you will get 1/3 of a carat or more actually, but that's just a minimum carat weight there at the 31 points. So really stunning. Let's give it 60 seconds. Thank you for that request. Love that we have the band here. Love that it looks great with those hoop earrings. We brought you with the 3 burnished stones as well. You can take that, or if you'd like to, you might want to check and see if we have the 77-point bangle as well. That might be a great way to complete the whole look all together, but $1,299 really is $11.99. Huge value there. Thank you very much. All right, so we're going to get into our last call. We've got just a few minutes to go. I've got some recaps for you. If there is anything else you specifically would like to see before we wrap it up, please let me know what that might be, because also remember we have some black and white diamond hoops tomorrow that are going to be debuting. They actually match a band style ring. We also have that, remember that lovely stiletto style yellow diamond pendant I showed you? It's got 2 carats of yellow diamonds. That's also going to be here tomorrow, or this weekend. I can say I think the hoops are tomorrow, and the stiletto style pendant is going to be on Sunday. But we've got a lot of great pieces. Also, let me show you these sapphire earrings. I know these have been so popular of late. The multicolored sapphire either drop or ear crawler design is here. That's going to be our multicolored baguettes with the diamonds as well. That's going to be item number 1120998. And that is something I wanted to show you before we go, because they were here earlier and I know a lot of you were passing out candy. So here we go. That's going to be the multicolored sapphire and diamond earring in 18 karat yellow gold. There's one pair. They are down to just $1,399, but $1,299 instead at checkout. With the popularity of these multicolored sapphire looks of late, really wanted to give that a second look tonight. Aren't they pretty? Greens, yellows, goldens, podparashas into the pinks, and then your cornflower blue. It's like that periwinkle, yes. Which one? Bangle. Thank you. And $13.99 turns into $12. We're getting busy. There's only one pair. So how do these work? Well, they have one elongated shepherd's hook design with the finishing in the back. So this is 18 karat yellow. They do stand the yellow, but they have that length of it just a little over an inch. It's like 1.25 inches, but you can also wear them lengthwise, or you can have them go up the ear. You see how they're curved? So when you actually put them up, like still put it through your piercing, you're gonna put that post, put that big shepherd's hook through the piercing, and then literally turn it upwards so it crawls up the ear. And then what you do is you just pinch that backside in to make it stay, and so it'll stay going all the way up the ear, and suddenly it looks like you have all these different piercings and all these gorgeous stones, and they go right up and they follow the lines of your ear. Really feminine, really pretty, and a little bit funky as well, and yet you get all those great colors. $13.99 turns into $12.99. Had to show those one more time. Still have a lot of those big diamond bands going out. The big diamond, the 31 point, very heavy, solid gold band, that's still going out the door. We had the really cool aquamarine earrings, the studs, the square cushions, they're down to $6.99, really $5.99 at checkout. And then I also want to show you that gorgeous aqua. Such a pretty aquamarine. We have a great aqua, really pretty saturated color. We had one of our moonstones left. It was our pear shape. We have a couple things left. Oh, citrines from earlier. The purple diamond pears. We have purple diamond pear shaped studs with pink and white diamond halos. They're still here, $24.99. If there's anything from the last 3 hours you want to check on availability, check on or see again, maybe you want to just wait till tomorrow, see it again tomorrow, let me know. We can have it ready for you. But take advantage of all these great discounts we've had tonight. Our last call, you see it up there, 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in our Halloween Friday night. And thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for making requests. We'll keep this party going. The weekend is going to be so much fun. Saturday and Sundays are always do not miss anyways. Wait till you see what we have coming up for you. Again, I gave you a few previews. There's a lot more than what I was able to even show you. So if anybody's got the sapphires, let me know. I want to also highlight this aqua ring because I just think this is such a beauty, and I think it's still here. So we had a couple inquiries about this. Is that elongated Sierra Santa Maria, deep dark color, 8730. Call me on the sapphire earrings. They stay in 18 karat yellow gold. Here is 8730. This is the Sierra Santa Maria elongated oval. It's 89 points with 11 points in diamonds. That's solid platinum wrapping around it, and that piece is all of $999. Plus, if you're taking advantage of that $100 off, and why wouldn't you? It's $899 instead at checkout for the platinum aquamarine. And yes, that I keep saying it. It's aqua. It is the deepest, darkest aqua of any and all we have here in the inventory. So take full advantage of that one as well. I'll try it on. It's heavy. You know, don't take the whimsical ribbon-like design as any indicator of it being lightweight. It's not lightweight at all. It's got a lot of heft to it. There's that dense platinum we love. Here's what it looks like on the hand one more time. And that's going to be our last call, $899 at checkout if you'd like to take advantage of that $100 off. We'll be here for a couple minutes. You see that countdown clock? That's counting down our airtime. We're still here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. Place those orders. If you want that discount, place those orders before the phone line shut down in about 2. We're back in 14 hours. More shopping ahead. 14 hours. Our weekend shows are Saturday and Sunday from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time. So that starts in 14 hours. We're back up close on the aquamarine ring. We've got a start time at 10. That's noon Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and we got 3 hours live Saturday and Sunday. Hope you'll join me for that. And then don't forget Wednesday night, my anniversary show, 9 years here at TVON. We've got a big anniversary celebration together for that fabulous night, November 5th. That's this Wednesday. So make sure, basically, we got a lot of shopping to do ahead. We got a lot of celebrations here over the course of the weekend and on Wednesday. Thank you so much for being with me. Happy Halloween, everybody. If you're out and about at all tonight, be safe while doing so. Thanks for being with me. I'm Lauren Blair, your host here at TVON. I'll see you bright and early in the morning, 14 hours. See you then.